Legislation is supported by the American Patrol. As the Sheridan Bronx get ready to take on the Natrona County Mustangs in our big matchup tonight. Should be a lot of fun. Welcome to the pregame show. We'll get a quick break. When we come back, we'll take a look at 4A football and matchups tonight and the standings. And that comes your way right after this.
First Federal Bank and Trust formed in Sheridan in 1935 as a financially stable community bank. We strive every day to support and improve the lives of our staff, customers, and communities. Currently, we have some great certificate of deposit specials. We are also assisting you with an increased online savings rate that you can easily open online. First Federal strives to maximize your earnings. We have been your community bank since 1935. First Federal Bank and Trust. Online at efirstfederal.bank. Member FDIC.
When the roads turn bad, you find out in a hurry if you need new tires. Hi, this is Chris Hayden with Hammer Chevrolet. Come in and let's get a new set of tires on your vehicle and get you safely on your way. We carry brand names like BF Goodrich, Bridgestone, Continental, Dunlop, Firestone, Goodyear, Michelin, Pirelli, Uniroyal, and more. With our price match guarantee, you never have to wait for a tire sale. Provide us with a better price at the time of purchase and we'll match it. Find a better price within 30 days of the purchase and we'll refund the difference. You can't beat our tire price match guarantee from Hammer Chevrolet. Online at hammerchevy.com.
It's been an exciting year to watch football so far. You never know what's going to happen. Make sure you watch all the action and don't miss a single game at your football headquarters, the Oasis Lounge at the Ramada Plaza. They've got the NFL package. The Oasis Lounge is open 7 days a week and opens at 10 a.m. on Sundays with food and drink specials just for football. The Oasis Lounge inside the Ramada Plaza in Sheridan.
Hi, this is Elizabeth.
And JT with EBA Hearing and Sound. Hearing well is living well, and we're here to help.
Not only are we able to provide premier hearing aid technology with Bluetooth and AI, but we can address the environment in which you are hearing.
Our sound consultation services tailor solutions to fit your needs. Whether at work, at church, or at home, if you're struggling to hear, we can help.
Call EBA Hearing and Sound today, 674-8920. That's 674-8920.
Why be a nameless face at the big box stores when you can visit us at Hospital Pharmacy? Hi, this is Mandolin Meyer. At Hospital Pharmacy, we get to know our customers and their health needs. Keep all your prescriptions in one place with a pharmacist that knows and cares about you. Visit your hometown, family-owned pharmacy at 2 great locations.
Hometown Pharmacy, hometown care at Hospital Pharmacy West.
When it comes to printed, embroidered, or promotional product needs, there's only one choice in and around Sheridan County. That's Kilpatrick Creations on Brundage Street in Sheridan. Our knowledge and experience puts us ahead of all others. Our expertise guarantees you a quality and affordable product each and every time. Our pricing is fair and consistent, our garment selection is extensive, and our quality is unmatched. So for your next screen printed, embroidered, or promotional product order, go straight to the experts at Kilpatrick Creations. Remember, we're here to make you look good.
For a great time, come out and watch the Sheridan Bronx as they go for another winning season.
You can't beat high school sports when it comes to the Sheridan Bronx. These young men give it their all with pride and strive to bring home that win.
That's right, Kathleen. With hard work and dedication, that makes us all proud to live in a great community in Sheridan, Wyoming.
If you're looking for a team that works hard with dedication, call Kathleen and Jack at Best Real Estate EXP Realty at 307-763-1249.
Call Kathleen and Jack to get ready to pass.
The law offices of Chapman, Valdez, and Lansing has offices in Sheridan and Casper ready to protect the freedoms and rights of the citizens of Wyoming. Michael Lansing, McCole Soto, and Wade McCool provide competent local legal counsel focused on small businesses, real estate transactions, guardianships, employee protections, and personal injury. Michael, McCole, and Wade will aggressively, timely, and ethically protect your rights 24/7. Proud to support all local youth activities.
And welcome back, everyone. Trevor Jackson back with you on the pregame show. The Bronx and Natrona County coming up next. And we're going to also, here in a couple of minutes, few minutes anyway, we'll be hearing from Kevin Coyle. Kevin will have his history report tonight. And boy, is there a long game history between these two clubs that are going to do battle tonight for sure, the Natrona County Mustangs and the Sheridan Bronx. Taking a look at last week, this is week, we're in week 7 now, 7 of 9, of 8 of 9, I should say, week 8, 2 more games to play the regular season for 4A teams. Last week, Natrona County had no problem beating up Campbell County 41-6. Cheyenne East beat Cheyenne Central 28-17. That was really the most competitive game of the week last week. The Bronx, of course, whooped Kelly Walsh on the road. Thunder Basin pounded Laramie 68-7, and Rock Springs had no problem with Cheyenne South 42-7. Well, that brings up the standings right now as they are in 4A football. The Sheridan Bronx on top right now with a 7-0 record. Then they're followed by Cheyenne East and Natrona County at 6-1. And then Campbell County, Cheyenne Central, Thunder Basin 4-3. Rock Springs 2-5. Kelly Walsh and Laramie are 1-6. South at the bottom at 0-7. Taking a look at tonight's matchups, other than our game, we've got Cheyenne Central playing at Campbell County tonight. Cheyenne East is at Cheyenne South. Thunder Basin's at Casper. Kelly Walsh and Laramie will play at Rock Springs. As we continue on the pregame show, coming up next, Kevin Coyle joins us. He's got his history report as the Mustangs take on the Bronx.
First Federal Bank and Trust formed in Sheridan in 1935 as a financially stable community bank. We strive every day to support and improve the lives of our staff, customers, and communities. Currently, we have some great certificate of deposit specials. We are also assisting you with an increased online savings rate that you can easily open online. First Federal strives to maximize your earnings. We have been your community bank since 1935. First Federal Bank and Trust. Online at efirstfederal.bank. Member FDIC.
Take advantage of Jeep Adventure Days this month at Sheridan Motors. From the open road to the Bighorn Mountains, Jeep is always ready for the ride. Visit Sheridan Motors at 3270 Wrench Drive and check out our all-new Jeep inventory, accessories, gifts, and more. Premium 2022 Jeep vehicles are in stock now, with even more coming soon, so don't miss out. Excellent financing and special incentives may be available to those who qualify. Come see what Jeep Adventure Days is all about at Sheridan Motors.
Brand identity is an integral part of your company. It's how the public views your organization and relates to your business. The folks at Alpha Graphics are experts in helping you grow your brand through strategic and consistent marketing plans. Their goal is to help you get noticed and get business. Go to alphagraphicssheridan.com to request a quote today, or stop by their new location at 2266 North Main Street in Sheridan.
Planning a project that requires block, brick, or stone? You need to contact the folks at Thompson Master Masons. They have the largest selection of brick and stone in town and 38 years of experience behind their work. Chances are, if it could be done, they've done it. Let Thompson's help you choose the best application for your specific project. Residential or commercial, give Thompson Master Masons a call, 672-7971. Or stop by their showroom at 135 East 11th Street.
Do you have family coming to town and not enough room in your home to accommodate them? Book them a room at the Candlewood Suites in Sheridan. They'll enjoy features like fully equipped kitchens that include a microwave, full-sized refrigerator, dishwasher, stovetop, even pots and pans, and free guest laundry. Did I mention the outstanding views of the Bighorns? Book your reservation with the Candlewood Suites and relax knowing they'll feel right at home. Call the Candlewood Suites 307-675-2100.
Black Hills Orthopedic and Spine Center of Wyoming is proud to welcome fellowship-trained sports medicine surgeon Dr. Daniel Lichty to their world-class team. Whether you're an athlete or wanting to continue your active lifestyle, Dr. Lichty proudly offers a full spectrum of bone, joint, and muscle care to help you stay strong. Visit bhosc.com to learn more. Black Hills Orthopedic and Spine Center of Wyoming, specializing in what moves you. Now open in Sheridan at 1301 Avon Street, Suite A at the Burton Flats.
The Wyoming Way. Living in the 307 is close to heaven, and the home we love is made all the better when we take care of our neighbors. When you bank with the Bank of Sheridan, your money stays here, working in our community as hard as you do. We offer great rates and service, and all loan decisions are made locally. You work hard out there. Let us do the same for you. Stop by today and experience the local difference. It's the Wyoming Way. BuffaloFed.Bank. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
For Sheridan Media Sports, I'm Kevin Coyle with your Sheridan County High School Football History Report for Week 7 of 2022. Information provided by Wyoming-football.com. For Sheridan at Natrona, this game kicks off at 6 p.m. Sheridan won the first meeting between the two teams in 1921, while Natrona got its first win in 1926. Overall, Natrona leads the series 59-50 with 6 ties, including the postseason, but Sheridan has won the last 2. As far as games at Natrona go, Natrona leads the series 37-16. Natrona's longest win streak versus Sheridan is 11 from 1999 to 2007, while Sheridan's longest win streak versus Natrona is 6 from 1988 to 1993 and from 2015 to 2017. Natrona has shut out Sheridan 24 times, the last in 2014, while Sheridan has shut out Natrona 16 times, the last being last year in the regular season. Natrona's largest margin of victory versus Sheridan is 56 in 1994, 56 zip, while Sheridan's largest margin of victory versus Natrona is 46 in 1991, 49-3. The most points that Natrona has scored in a game versus Sheridan is 56 in 1994, 56 zip, while the most points that Sheridan has scored in a game versus Natrona is 56 in the 2016 state championship game, 56-28. The two teams have gone to overtime versus each other twice and have split the two. Natrona won the last overtime game in 2020, 38-31 in 4 overtimes. If Sheridan wins the game tonight, they will secure the number 1 seed for the playoffs. With your Sheridan County High School Football History Report, I'm Kevin Coyle for Sheridan Media Sports.
And thanks a lot, Kev. As we continue to roll, coming up next, we're going to hear from Bronx head coach Jeff Mowry as the Bronx get ready to take on the Natrona County Mustangs. Great matchup tonight. Should be a lot of fun. That's on the way next.
1 season, 2 halves, 4 quarters, 1 halftime, 1 final whistle. A season of memories to last a lifetime. Don't let distractions turn those memories into tragedies. Texting while driving is a dangerous distraction. Sending or reading a text takes your eyes off the road for 5 seconds. At 55 miles per hour, that's like driving the length of an entire football field with your eyes closed. Whether you're driving to the game or down the court, YDOT reminds you to stop the text and stop the wrecks.
Paid for by YDOT Federal 402 funding.
If you're looking for a new bank, we're looking forward to serving you. Hi, this is Nicole Christensen from First Bank of Wyoming. We have a simple promise here, to help our neighbors be financially stronger tomorrow than they are today. We're devoted to keeping that promise because we care deeply about this community, and we want to see it thrive. Let us show you what we mean. Stop by our office at 1470 Sugarland Drive, Suite 2 today. First Bank of Wyoming, Division of Glacier Bank, member FDIC.
If you have employees coming to stay for an extended time in Sheridan, make them feel at home with a room at the Candlewood Suites. These extended stay rooms feature fully equipped kitchens, including a microwave, full-sized refrigerator, dishwasher, stovetop, even pots and pans, and free guest laundry. Did I mention the outstanding view of the Bighorns? Book your reservation with the Candlewood Suites and relax knowing they'll have more than just a room. They'll feel right at home. Call 307-675-2100.
Cool evenings mean it's time to get ready for those colder days ahead. How do your corrals look? Farmers Co-op has the panels and other fencing materials to get them fixed. Are your bunks in good shape? Farmers Co-op can help you with those as well. Need to order some livestock vaccines? Yep, Farmers Co-op is the place. Whatever you need to get your place in shape for the cold months ahead, you'll find it at Farmers Co-op, owned by those they serve at 1450 Coffeen Avenue here in Sheridan.
Fremont Motors Sheridan Ford is one of the largest Ford dealerships in the state of Wyoming. They have a large selection of Ford cars, trucks, and SUVs for sale. Stop by Fremont Motors Sheridan Ford to order your new Ford Bronco or Ford truck. Their experienced sales team are there to help. When you shop Fremont, you can count on them to deliver an exceptional dealership experience from start to finish. Visit FremontMotorsSheridan.com or stop by 1658 Coffeen Avenue.
WWC Engineering is a multidisciplinary professional firm specializing in civil, site, environmental, and land development, mining, oil and gas, and so many more services. Winter puts the brakes on many types of construction work. A well-executed project requires detailed planning, which can take months. Get yourself prepared. The winter is a great time to survey your upcoming projects for the spring. WWC Engineering will be there to take on your toughest jobs. Call 672-0761 or visit wwcengineering.com. And good evening, everybody, and welcome back. Jeff Mowry joins us now on the First Federal Bank and Trust pregame show. First off, Jeff, it's good to be back. I've missed the last 4 weeks. Great to be back to see the kids play.
Yeah, Trevor, good to have you back. You know, a couple of trips later, you know, you go to Alaska and have another trip, and good to have you back. And we know you bleed nothing but blue and gold, so welcome back. Glad to have you.
Big matchup tonight, too. We talked about this before. Such a great rivalry, Natrona County and Sheridan. All the teams in 4A you rival because you play them every year. But this matchup goes back for decades, like it does with Laramie and some of the Cheyenne schools. But this is a great, kind of a good little grudge match, and I think all the coaches and the kids love it.
Yeah, you know, there's a lot of excitement at practice all week. There's a lot of buzz in the Bronx community, and Steve Harshman does a tremendous job in Natrona County. He's been there, I don't remember the first year, Trevor, 90, 91, 92, somewhere in there, but he's been there for 30-plus years, and many of his staff has been right alongside him that whole time. He's the second winningest coach in all-time Wyoming football history to Todd Dayton at Cokeville, and the guy has just done a tremendous job with that football program, and you can guarantee when you face a Natrona program, they're going to be disciplined, they're going to be physical, and they're going to bring it right at you. So we will see their best tonight, I have no doubt.
And the thing about it is, you and I can go back as far as we can remember. I don't think they've ever had a bad team.
No.
I mean, they've never had a down year. Nope. They're just kind of always there.
Yep. They reload every year, and their coaches do a great job. They're always technically sound. They always have good athletes. Some years they have extremely good athletes, you know, that we've seen in the past. This year they have those athletes, and they will be disciplined and physical, and they will bring it at you, and they will be sound. They will not, you know, you might get a call or two where you outcoach them, but their coaching staff does a tremendous job in all facets of the game.
Let's talk about the team this year for them. We'll talk about their defense because they are back with a heck of a unit, and they have made it tough on everybody. Their only blip was against Cheyenne East, and that wasn't the defense's fault.
Yep.
But they just don't give up points.
They don't, Trevor. You know, you mentioned the Cheyenne East game. They gave up 33 points to Cheyenne East, and Cheyenne East is a team that averages 50, and Natrona gave up 33. And you might say, well, that's a lot of points, but their offense turned it over 6 times to Cheyenne East, and it was 21-0 halfway through the first quarter, and they gave up 33 to that prolific offense. And so really that stat, to me, you see 30 points is misleading. That's a phenomenal defense. To only give up 33 points when you've turned the ball over 6 times is incredible. You take that game out of the equation, they average less than a touchdown a game scored against them. They're giving up 2 yards per carry to teams rushing. They held one team earlier this year, Trevor, to negative 2 yards rushing. That's unheard of. You don't hold a team to negative 2 yards rushing. Well, this defense has done it, and they're stingy with points and even stingier with yards.
That's where the matchup begins. You watch film, they watch film, and that's the chess game of football or any sport where the coaches look at all the film. You meet, You get a game plan together, then transfer that to the players, and then we're going to find out tonight exactly how it's going to go down.
You're exactly right, Trevor, and we did just that. We met this weekend, we put together a game plan, and we installed it throughout the week. And and then I think the next step then is we're gonna execute what we came up with during the week. But there's going to be some adjustments during the game. Tyrone, their defensive coordinator, has done a tremendous job. Been the D coordinator for 30 years there. His defense is stingy, and he's going to have a wrinkle for us. He's going to try to take away something that we do well, and we've got to identify that. We've got to identify that soon, and then we've got to be able to have something to counterpunch that, because he's going to try to take away something. Maybe it's Colson Kuhn in some fashion. And so then how do we counteract him and still get the ball to our guys in space?
Offensively, let's talk about the Bronx matching up against them. When you're only giving up a touchdown or less a game, the offense doesn't have to go out there and try to score 7 or 8. They haven't scored a ton of points, but this is still a pretty good offensive club.
Very good offensively running the ball, Trevor. Wyatt Powell's their quarterback, and he's a glorified running back. He throws the ball well. He runs the ball extremely well, and they block it well. And anytime you have running back, a quarterback that is in your run game, it's an extra blocker. And so you actually outnumber your defense at the point of attack when you're running with your quarterback. And so no matter which way he goes, they're going to outnumber us with the quarterback run game. And so then it comes down to working our technique, beating one-on-one matchups, whether it be a blocking or D-line. We've got to
a lot of young guys, but obviously now 7-0, 2 good victories against Thunder Basin and Cheyenne East. They have started to get seasoned a little bit, haven't they?
Yeah, you're exactly right, Trevor. We had a lot of inexperience at the beginning of the year, but now 7 games in, there's no longer inexperience. And we've talked about depth in the past, and we've started to build some depth, and we've done a pretty good job of that. But we've had some injuries as well that have made us struggle with depth, and we're still missing a few guys. And so we're going to continue to battle with depth, and we've got guys playing multiple positions, and you may see some guys play 2 or 3 positions because that's what we've got to do to get our best 11 on the field. And so they're no longer an inexperienced program. We don't have that excuse. We've got guys that have been in big games, and they've done it before, and they've shown they can compete for 4 quarters. And so the inexperienced excuse is gone. We've got to go out and we've got to go to work, and we've got to battle for 4 quarters.
Great Reg match. You know that their fans are like, it's a tough place to play. And like Sheridan's a tough place to play. Our fans travel well. The atmosphere should just be, I can't imagine anything other than just awesome.
It's going to be a great place. And Tyrone or Steve and his company will have the home field advantage, and that's a tough place to play. You said that, and we haven't won there the last few times we've been there. I think it's been 2016 was the last time we won at Natrona County, and so there is a home atmosphere. But our crowd travels well, and you know what? Our guys are going to be prepared, and they're going to get off the bus ready to roll. And so we're going to have our best foot forward. They're going to have their best foot forward, and we're going to go to work for 4 quarters. And I'm excited to see where we end up.
Tipping point tonight in this matchup. 2 things that could turn this game, and they might be a combination of both.
Yep.
Turnovers and special teams in a game matchup like this can turn it one way or the other for you.
Absolutely. Those 2 things are huge, and you hit the nail on the head. We've had big games in the past where those 2 things have been the factor. And a lot of times we've won games where we've been outgained on offense, or they've held us on defense, something like that. But, when we have big special team plays and we don't turn the ball over, good things happen, and we've got to do those 2 things tonight. Every the special team steps on the field, it's a 50-yard play or it's points on the board. So punt return, kick return, or field goal PAT, points are coming on the board, or we're moving the ball 50 yards. And every special team is a 50-yard play. You don't see very many offensive 50-yard plays, but special teams happen all the time. And so every time special team steps on the field, we've got to be ready to go, and we've got to execute cleanly.
Good luck tonight.
Thanks, Trevor.
First Federal Bank and Trust formed in Sheridan in 1935 as a financially stable community bank. We strive every day to support and improve the lives of our staff, customers, and communities. Currently, we have some great certificate of deposit specials. We are also assisting you with an increased online savings rate that you can easily open online. First Federal strives to maximize your earnings. We have been your community bank since 1935. First Federal Bank and Trust. Online at efirstfederal.bank. Member FDIC.
Well, we've heard from the coach on the First Federal Bank and Trust pregame show. Jeff Mowry and his guys getting ready to take on the Mustangs, and that is coming up at the top of the hour.
The share it with a friend deal, even if that friend is yourself. Your McDonald's, your rules.
There's a deal for every friendship at McDonald's. Right now, buy a Big Mac 10-piece chicken McNuggets or a quarter pounder with cheese and get the second one for just $1. And pair them with one of our frozen drinks, like the new Fanta Blue Raspberry. Price and participation may vary. Valid for product of equal or lesser value. Cannot be combined with any other offer.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Do you love what you do? Well, I do. Hi, this is Jill Bates with Best Real Estate. I have the pleasure of working with many amazing people every day, assisting them with the next chapter, whether buying or selling. Real estate is not just looking at pretty homes. There are lots of hoops, steps, and challenges to overcome, and people to coordinate to achieve a successful closing. We don't expect you to know what to do. You don't do this every day like we do. Let me and my outstanding and caring team at Best Real Estate be your guide and make the start of your next chapter a success. Give us a call today, 675-BEST. As always, make it a great day.
Brokered by EXP.
Are you thinking about going to college, but you're not sure where to start? Sheridan College is here to help guide you every step of the way. Stop by anytime, Monday through Friday during business hours to meet with an enrollment expert and get your questions answered about financing, whether to go full or part-time, degree programs, and more. With over 50 programs of study, they truly have something for everyone. Find out more at sheridan.edu.Sheridan College. Begin your journey.
There's a lot of hype about mortgage interest rates right now, but like sports, we can be working on your preseason mortgage game. This is Autumn Showtime Morris with Homestar. If you want the best rate when you're ready for a home loan, let's make sure everything you need is in place to get that win. I will personally help you every step of the way. Stop by and see us. We are located behind Bison Union Coffee Company at 30 Cornell Plaza. Find us online at homestarfc.com. Homestar, your easiest way home.
Wyoming Corporate Office is located at 30 North Gould Street in Sheridan, and they provide a myriad of services. What is a registered agent, you may ask? The real question is, what aren't they? Wyoming Corporate Office can assist you in forming your LLC or Wyoming-based corporation, provide mail forwarding service, and accept legal and financial documents, and so much more. Learn more today by visiting WyomingCorporateOffice.com.
This is Doris Muller with ERA Carroll Realty, inviting your kid to enter the coloring contest inside our October Real Estate Guide. We have 4 age groups, and each age group will win 3 prizes, a $25, $20, or $10 gift card to Dairy Queen. Color the pumpkin inside the Real Estate Guide, include your name and phone number, and drop it off at ERA Carroll Realty. Look for the guide in racks around town or in the stand in front of our office on North Main in Sheridan. Entry deadline is October 21st.
Wherever you are, you'll find a branch of Sheridan Community Federal Credit Union. And here's why. If you have a Sheridan Community Federal Credit Union account and a smartphone or other mobile device, visit SheridanCreditUnion.com. Download the free app, and your smart device becomes an internet mobile banking device with all kinds of banking features. So, regardless of your location, Sheridan Community Federal Credit Union is in the palm of your hand. Member NCUA, Equal Housing Lender.
I scream, you scream, we all scream, it's almost Halloween! So stop into Bomber Mountain Nutrition and try one of their Halloween-themed drinks like Eerie Energy, Spooky Smoothie, or one of their great pumpkin spiced options. And don't miss out on those Hocus Pocus specials next week. From shakes, smoothies, energy drinks, Manchester Street coffees, protein-packed drinks, to pre- and post-workout drinks. You can also turn any smoothie or shake into a protein-packed bowl or waffle. Look for updates on Facebook and Instagram and order delivery on DoorDash. Or come into Bomber Mountain Nutrition at 41 East 1st Street.
This is your home for local sports. 1410 KWYO Sheridan.
This is Dr. Dana Leroy with Leroy Family Dental, and you're listening to Sheridan Media Sports.
Good evening, everybody. Welcome back. We get ready to roll. The Sheridan getting ready to take on the Natrona County Mustangs here at Dick Cheney Alumni Field in Casper, and it is good to be back. Again, thanks to everybody for listening in on 1410 KWYO 106.9 FM and also our live video web stream, SheridanMedia.com. And we will take a quick break right now. When we come back, we're going to take about a minute break here. When we come back, I'll introduce you to tonight's color personality, and he is a good one. We're back.
One season, 2 halves, 4 quarters, 1 halftime, 1 final whistle. A season of memories to last a lifetime. Don't let distractions turn those memories into tragedies. Texting while driving is a dangerous distraction. Sending or reading a text takes your eyes off the road for 5 seconds. At 55 miles per hour, that's like driving the length of an entire football field with your eyes closed. Whether you're driving to the game or down the court, WYDOT reminds you to stop the text and stop the wrecks.
Paid for by WYDOT Federal 402 funding.
When it comes to printed, embroidered, or promotional product needs, there's only one choice in and around Sheridan County. That's Kilpatrick Creations on Brundage Street in Sheridan. Our knowledge and experience puts us ahead of all others. Our expertise guarantees you a quality and affordable product each and every time. Our pricing is fair and consistent, our garment selection is extensive, and our quality is unmatched. So for your next screen printed, embroidered, or promotional product order, go straight to the experts at Kilpatrick Creations. Remember, we're here to make you look good.
One season, 2 halves, 4 quarters, 1 halftime, 1 final whistle. A season of memories to last a lifetime. Don't let distractions turn those memories into tragedies. Texting while driving is a dangerous distraction. Sending or reading a text takes your eyes off the road for 5 seconds. At 55 miles per hour, that's like driving the length of an entire football field with your eyes closed. Whether you're driving to the game or down the court, WYDOT reminds you to stop the text and stop the wrecks.
Paid for by WYDOT Federal 402 funding.
When it comes to printed, embroidered, or promotional product needs, there's only one choice in and around Sheridan County. That's Kilpatrick Creations on Brundage Street in Sheridan. Our knowledge and experience puts us ahead of all others. Our expertise guarantees you a quality and affordable product each and every time. Our pricing is fair and consistent, our garment selection is extensive, and our quality is unmatched. So for your next screen printed, embroidered, or promotional product order, go straight to the experts at Kilpatrick Creations. Remember, we're here to make you look good.
No shirt, no shoes, no problem. Online banking is fast and convenient with Sheridan Community Federal Credit Union. If you have a smartphone, you can do your banking from anywhere, including remote deposit. Just take a picture of your check and send it. It's that easy. And you'll instantly have access to the first $200 available and the rest shortly thereafter. Yep, banking is that easy with remote deposit at Sheridan Community Federal Credit Union. Member NCUA, Equal Housing Lender.
Do you have family coming to town and not enough room in your home to accommodate them? Book them a room at the Candlewood Suites in Sheridan. They'll enjoy features like fully equipped kitchens that include a microwave, full-sized refrigerator, dishwasher, stovetop, even pots and pans, and free guest laundry. Did I mention the outstanding views of the Bighorns? Book your reservation with the Candlewood Suites and relax knowing they'll feel right at home. Call the Candlewood Suites 307-675-2100.
Welcome back, everybody. Trevor Jackson along with Ryan Parker's with us tonight. Ryan, great to have you first off.
Hey, thanks for having me.
I think you were, let's see, was it what, three weeks ago?
I believe so, the Thunder Basin game.
Was that your very first foray onto the radio?
It was.
I heard it was really good.
I enjoyed it. I had a fun time.
That's the one game I did miss, but
well, you were whale watching.
Yes, I was doing all kinds of things for a few weeks, but missed these last 4 games, and I just kind of felt lost today getting back into game mode. We got a dandy tonight.
Absolutely.
The Bronx are 7-0, Natrona County 6-1, in talking with you heard Jeff Mowry talking on the pregame show. This is a stout Natrona County defense, and you look at the stats. We were looking at them today. They're pretty outstanding team defense.
Absolutely. There's no doubt about it. The Bronx offense is going to have to show up tonight. It could come down to the possession. Whoever gets the ball last could win this thing.
I'm just not anticipating maybe a high-scoring game. If it is, I will be surprised. I mean, it's still high school football, but you've got such a great rivalry too. These teams have battled for decades, but Natrona County doesn't give up much, and it's kind of that. What's the old? You remember the wrestling announcer Gorilla Monsoon? Remember him? He's the one that coined the phrase, "an irresistible force against an immovable object." And I always love that, and that's kind of what this is.
Absolutely.
You got 2 teams that are really good, and they're going to smack into each other, and we're just going to kind of see how this all works out. We're going to get a taste of it right away. That defense from the Casper Natrona is going to go up against the Sheridan Bronx in the opening kick. The Mustangs won the toss. They deferred. The Bronx will receive, and we will get to see how the Bronx will handle this big old defensive front. They are really tough up front.
They are. They are only giving up 200 yards a game on the season. So, like I said, that offensive line is going to have to. They've got the work cut out for them tonight.
And I think knowing our Sheridan coaches, they will have the game plan in place. I mean, this is 2
veteran coaching staffs that have been around for a while, been around both programs, and they know each other very well. I don't know how many coaches Natrona County has, but it looks like there's like 25 of them.
Right.
They got a bunch.
They do, and they've, like Maury said on the pregame, they've all been here a long time with Coach Steve Harshman.
Harshman's been, I think he's got to be almost the longest tenured high school coach now after Todd Dayton retired. He was in Cokeville forever, but I think Steve Harshman's like 32 years.
Right, that's
here
at
Natrona County, I think.
I believe, yeah.
Something in that area.
Yep, these teams know each other very well. They're both very well coached, and we're going to have us a battle.
We've had state championships where Natrona's won, Sheridan's won. It's just a good grudge match as we get ready to roll here, but it is so good to be back. And believe it or not, we have a beautiful evening here in Casper. It was pretty windy making the trek down today, but you look at the flags now, it is not bad at all. I mean, as far as wind is concerned in Casper, it's not bad.
No, it's swirling a little bit, but it's not, neither one of these teams throw the ball a whole lot, so the wind shouldn't be a factor in the game. But if you have to open up that passing game, it could.
Both teams run the ball very well. They're near the top of the standings in the rushing department. You've got the number one and number two rushers in the state are against each other tonight with Colson Kuhn, and the quarterback from Natrona County, Wyatt Powell, is right behind him in as far as the yardage is concerned. So kind of similar in some ways. Natrona County over the years has had those tremendous athletes where they threw the ball a lot more, but this year they're running at a heck of a lot more.
Yep, their running back, Wyatt Powell, he's averaging 105 yards a game. He's got 10 rushing touchdowns on the year. And so, that defense is going to have to buckle down and contain him, and Natrona's going to have to contain, the Gatorade Player of the Year, number 5.
Well, it depends. You just wonder how it's going to go, and I know we're going to know in a couple hours how this is going to all pan out. But, you just have that feeling if the games live up to the hype. But I'll tell you what, that Tongue River Bighorn game was a smash mouther today. Bighorn won 14-0. What a ball game that must have been.
Yeah.
And Bighorn's touchdowns came off an interception set up one, and then a block punt set up another.
Right. It must have been a heck of a defensive battle out there south of Sheridan in Bighorn, and congratulations to Coach McLaughlin on that. He secures the number 1 seed for the playoffs, and speaking of playoffs, Sheridan controls their own destiny.
Yeah, that's the thing. Win tonight, you're guaranteed the number 1 seed, I think.
I do believe so.
If you win tonight. And that means either a 1 or 2 seed, so that means home field advantage for the playoffs, and that's what you really want.
Absolutely.
You get those first 2 games at home. You don't want to play the first one at home and then have to travel. And if the Bronx would fall tonight, the conventional thinking is they could fall all the way to 3rd.
They could.
As far as tiebreakers.
Depending on what would happen, they could end up in a tiebreaker and could end up 3rd.
Yeah, so that's where it stands. So the Bronx have a lot on the line tonight. Natrona County, again, their only blip on the season was against Cheyenne East. They turned it over 6 times and got beat 33-7. And Jeff Mowry said normal teams turn it over 6 times against Cheyenne East. They get boat raced by about 70. And he said that's how good the Natrona defense was. It was 21-0 at halftime, and they made a ball game out of it. But again, they just had trouble scoring that night. When you're giving the other team 6 more opportunities to score on you, it makes it awful tough. So that's the 2 big things tonight: special teams and turnovers. The Bronx absolutely do not want to turn this thing over. Play field position if you have to, and then we'll just see how it goes. Well, here we go.
Yep.
All the introductions are over, and we're going to kick this bad boy off, and the Sheridan Bronx will get the first crack at it here. The kicker is Rogan Potter. He handles the kicking duties for Natrona County. And again, as you can imagine, it's senior-laden outfit here. Lots of seniors. I remember one year they had senior night here at Natrona County, and Sheridan was playing them. Natrona County had more seniors for senior night than we had players suited up for the game. It was bananas that night. At 38 seniors, I think, that particular year, and we suited like 33 guys for the game. That's when you're like, okay, big school, little school, here we go.
Right. Well, Natrona does a great job of getting kids out for football. We got here early, and there was a freshman game going on between Natrona and Sheridan, and
Sheridan won, by the way.
And Sheridan did come out victorious. Shutout, I do believe, 17-0, I think. Or no, they did score at the end, so 17-6. But Natrona had more guys on their freshman team than we might have brought.
Yeah.
So it's not a big surprise that they, and they just stay with the program.
So Potter set to tee it up. The Bronx in all white tonight. Natrona County in the gray uniforms. And the Bronx will be moving from the right to left across your radio dial. as we get rolling here, going back deep to receive the kick for the Sheridan Bronx. Of course, Matthew Kentner, the speedster, and Dane Steele. They will stand at the 5-yard line. So opening kick as Rogan Potter will boot it away. And it's a pooch kick, and this is going to be on the ground, and it's going to be blown dead. I think we're going to get offsides to Natrona probably. That ball landed at the 30-yard line, but it was Colin Custis came up to make the play. And so they'll now kick it from the 35-yard line. So that taking first off right there, they're not taking any chances to kick it to Kentner and Steele.
Well, I think a little adrenaline going on that guy that was a little offsides. He's just ready to go hit somebody. And
well, do you pooch kick it now and give great field position, or do you kick it away?
I guess we're
going to find out.
Aren't we?
We're going to find out real soon. So they move the ball back 5 yards, and now Potter will kick from the 35 after, I don't know, we don't call it offsides. Was it a false start? Whatever you call it, not a kickoff.
It was offsides.
Offsides, okay. Since I have a football referee, if it's going to be almost an onside and the Bronx will cover it, you just pop that thing up in the air and it's going to be caught. And I think it was Berrettini, wasn't it?
Berrettini just fielded that punt and went right down with it. The Bronx are going to get great field position at about the 47-yard line.
Wow. So Natrona County not taking any chances on a crazy kickoff return.
They're going to rely on that stiff defense.
Yep.
So
first and 10 for the Bronx. The line of scrimmage, their own 47. And Gilbertson ready to go. Empty backfield right now. Colson Kuhn will line up to the near side of the slot. Now he'll come in motion. And he will get it going the other way. Has to cut back. Will get across midfield and actually going to pick up, about 5, it looks like.
5, maybe 6. I'll take that all day on first down.
All day long. 5-yard gain for Colson. Made a nice cut back. The defensive end on that side forced him back inside. And a gain of 5 on first down for the Bronx. Now they're on Natrona's side of the field. Second and 5 at the Natrona County 48-yard line. Plays coming in from the sidelines. And we will line up 3 wides to the near side. It's going to be Kentner, Steele. And again, they're going to line up Kuhn in that slot to the near side. Berrettini by himself on the other side. And they're going to come out throwing. Gilbertson underneath, got a man wide open. It's Kentner at the 35-30. Lowers his head and powers his way inside the 25-yard line. Wow. Wide open. My goodness.
There was nobody within 10 yards of Matthew Kentner. Wow.
He broke that route underneath, and there was nobody there, and he was a free runner.
Gilbertson stuck in there and just waited for Kentner to come open and just laid it right in there.
First and 10 for the Bronx. Again, we're just underway on the rain scoreboard. First and 10 Bronx. We're a minute into the game. On the Natrona County 23-yard line, first and 10. And now more of a conventional set. As Kuhn will line up in the backfield with Gilbertson. And they'll give it to Colson. He gets hit, spins away, and gets dropped near the 22-yard line. That extra spin got him about, 2 or 3 more yards. Or a couple anyway. I'm going to give him a gain of...
And they spot the ball right at the 20.
So a gain of 3. Second and 7 coming for the Bronx at the Natrona County 20-yard line. Again, just underway. Under 11 minutes to go. Opening quarter on the rain scoreboard. No score. Gilbertson will send Steele in motion. And flags fly. Before the snap. And it will be false start on the Bronx. So that'll back him up 5.
They call the snap infraction.
Okay.
So the center must have moved the ball. Can't do that.
Well, flags threw from everywhere, so
right.
They all saw it.
They all saw it.
So the ball now moved back to the 25-yard line. Second and a dozen, we'll call it, for the Bronx. So second and a dozen from the 25. And again, Kuhn will line up in the backfield with Gilbertson. 3 wides in the set to the far side. Jackson Lynn by himself to the near side. Now they'll move him way out wide. And now Kuhn will leave the backfield. Empty backfield, 5 wides in the set. Second and 12. Gilbertson going to throw underneath. Got a man again. It's going to be caught this time by Kuhn. He'll have the first down and more as they try to wrestle him down at the 11-yard line. Again, kind of that same route that time. He wasn't as open as Kentner was, but boy, that was effective. And it took 4 guys to drag him down.
And Colson just goes and makes the play.
Tough kid. Man, you hardly ever see him getting tackled backwards. He's always going forwards. So
Gilbertson did a nice job of just waiting for him to get open and laid it right in there once again.
1st and 10 Bronx at the 11-yard line of Natrona County. Again, it started with a short kickoff, and the Bronx on the move. See if they can finish the drive. And the ball's going to go to Steele, running around the left side. He's got to make a man miss. He does. Touchdown, Bronx. Dane Steele will score it. Wow, that was quick. A quick drive by the Bronx. And it's Dane Steele will get the touchdown, 11 yards. And the Bronx are on the board first, and Colson Kuhn down for the point after attempt. Well, that was a quick, impressive drive, my friend.
That was. They found something that kind of exploited that defense a little bit and put it in the end zone.
And the kick is up, and it's right down the middle. So the Sheridan Bronx will strike first with 9:16 to play in the opening quarter. It's Sheridan 7, Natrona County nothing. Mustangs get the ball when we come back. You're listening to Bronx Football on 1410 KWYO and 106.9 FM.
When it comes to printed, embroidered, or promotional product needs, there's only one choice in and around Sheridan County. That's Kilpatrick Creations on Brundage Street in Sheridan. Our knowledge and experience puts us ahead of all others. Our expertise guarantees you a quality and affordable product each and every time. Our pricing is fair and consistent, our garment selection is extensive, and our quality is unmatched. So for your next screen printed, embroidered, or promotional product order, go straight to the experts at Kilpatrick Creations. Remember, we're here to make you look good.
This is State Senator Dave Kinski, and you're listening to Sheridan Media Sports.
Welcome back, everybody. Well, the Sheridan Bronx strike in a hurry. 9:16 first quarter. Again, they got the short field. Natrona County didn't mess around with a kickoff return, and the Bronx had the short field, a 53-yard drive. And now the Bronx will kick away. Hard line drive. It will be returnable, and now it's fumbled into the end zone. And that is not a live ball. The return man did not haul that. Oh, boy, that was scary for a second. He didn't know where it went. And that was...
He tried to field it right at about the 3 and just it muffed it right off his hands and rolled into the end zone for the touchback.
You don't they say that was that the old story that football can bounce a million different ways? They got really lucky. It went straight backwards into the end zone. Otherwise, it could have been wild rodeo time. So 1st and 10 for the Mustangs. The ball on their own 20, and again, the quarterback is their main guy, and that's Wyatt Powell, and they will give to the running back first off, and there's not a whole lot there, maybe even a loss on the play of a yard.
I think Kaysen Wilson was there for the stop from his linebacker position.
I think it was Wickham on the carry, loss of a yard on the play. 2nd and 11 for the Mustangs on their own 19. And again, Wyatt Powell, their quarterback, the second leading rusher in 4A, right behind Colson Kuhn. And again, see a lot of the same formations the Bronx will use. Going to bring him in motion to the far side. That's Rogan, Potter. He'll set, and they'll throw. To the outside, wide and incomplete. That was really wide.
Yeah, it looked like that ball might have just slipped out of that quarterback's hand.
Because he missed him, yeah. It looked, when it came out, he missed him by a good 5 yards on a short pass. Now it's 3rd and 11 for Natrona County from their own 19-yard line.
Well, if the Bronx can get a stop here and force Natrona to punt, that'd do wonders for their confidence,
Bronx
wouldn't it?
Came out throwing the ball a little bit, too. You know, hey, it's game plan. It's watching tape and seeing what you can exploit. And let's see if the Bronx defense can get off the field here. 3rd and 11 for NC from their own 19. Going to throw, screen pass underneath, and they will have a first down out across the 30. Nice play. Nice run. And it was, they have these different uniforms. It's hard to see who that was. But I think, was that Lango?
Very well could have been.
Evan Lango?
It's on the far side of the field, so.
So a first down, they're going to spot the ball at the 32. He made a nice move along the sidelines. They stayed on his feet after he lost his balance. 1st and 10 Mustangs at their own 32. Powell going to keep going left, and he will cross the 40 to about the 41-yard line, a gain of 9. Little zone read there. And he showed us right there on his first carry of the game why he's right behind Colson Kuhn in the rushing department. Give him a gain of 9 2nd and a yard for the Mustangs at their own 41. So they're able to convert on 3rd down and keep the drive alive. 7-0 Bronx on the range scoreboard here in the first quarter. And this time the give to the running back, and boy, someone just got pounded. And I think that was Colson Kuhn delivered the blow. And that was Mason Wickham, the running back. Boy,
he did get enough for the first down.
He got enough for the first down, but he paid for it at the end.
He did.
That was a big shot. Now we have an official's timeout. And that little equipment deal. Now we're ready to go. So 1st and 10 for the Mustangs. At their own 40, just shy of the 43. Come up, throwing, screen pass underneath. Going to be caught, and there'll be a loss. Great coverage by the Bronx. That was such a great play.
I think that was Aiden O'Leary out there on the coverage, and then he slowed him down enough, and Alex Haswell came up to finish him off.
You know, sometimes Haswell gets the credit for the tackle, but the other guy is the one that held him up. That was a nice defensive play, and a loss of a yard on the play. 2nd and 11 coming up. Nice play.
Yeah, for sure.
So the ball now spotted back at the 42-yard line of the Mustangs on 2nd and 11. Maybe they're throwing the ball a little bit more than we thought they might, too. Going to send far in motion the tight end. Now he'll spot up, and they'll give it to Wickham, and he's in trouble in the backfield. Squirms away, but then he's going to be swallowed up for maybe a yard. It'll be 3rd and 10.
Boy, Haswell had him.
Oh, he did, didn't he?
He had him for about a 6-7 yard loss, and he just squeaked out, but then some of those other white jerseys were there to finish him up.
Haswell's a big kid. Wickham is not. And that looked like if a grizzly bear was after you. And somehow you were trying to scramble away from him. And that time, Wickham was able to get away, but he darn near had him. 3rd and 10 now coming from the Mustangs as they face their 2nd, 3rd and long in this opening series with the Bronx leading it. Ball spotted at the 43-yard line. 3rd and 10. Bronx will fall back into coverage. Plenty of time for Powell to throw. Unloads it, has a man. Going to be caught for the first down. Out at the Bronx 45-yard line.
12-yard gain on that pass play.
Good throw. Coverage wasn't bad, but it was just a good throw.
Yep, and Natrona's got some pretty tall receivers, so he used his body really well and went up and got that ball.
That was Christopher Tomlinson, one of their bigger wide receivers. 1st and 10, and the quarterback will keep it himself. Good yardage. He'll cross the Bronx 40 to about the 38-yard line, and now the Mustangs are on the move, converting twice now on 3rd and long in this drive, and now they are inside the Bronx 40-yard line at the 38. Clock continues to run here in the first quarter. 5:26 to play in the first. Bronx leads 7-0. 2nd and 4. Wickham runs left, trying to get outside. We're going to get a holding penalty. It looked like the Bronx were being held all over the place. No flag, but he'll be short of the first down. Boy, it looked like there was a couple of Natrona players had a Sheridan Bronx wrapped up.
Yeah,
I can't believe there's no flag.
That far side of the field, I think it was Haswell that was all locked up by 2 different defenders.
Hey, I guess it ain't cheating if you don't get caught. I don't know. I think you and I were thinking the same thing at the same time. 3rd and 2 for the Mustangs at the Sheridan 36. And it's going to be Wickham up the gut. He'll have the first down to the Bronx 32. And the drive stays alive. Boy, they're grinding it now. Got a great, the way this is matched up, these first 2 series. Of course, the Bronx did get the short field, but that was a nice drive they put together. And now Natrona County, this drive started at their own 20, and are on the move. Ball spotted at the Sheridan 32, 1st and 10 for the Mustangs. Powell to Wickham again, dancing through the hole in the middle of the field, inside the 30 to about the 28-yard line. A good gain on first down there.
Yeah, he showed good patience waiting for that hole to open up. He just kind of stutter-stepped a couple times there in the backfield and waited for that hole to open up and got about 4 or 5 yards.
So we'll give him 4. 2nd and 6 coming. The ball spotted at the Sheridan 28. Again, quick first quarter. Again, keeping the ball in play and keeping it on the ground. Under 4 to go now in the first quarter. This time Powell will call his own number. And he runs into his own man. He would have had more. They finally get him swallowed up and buried him right near the 21-yard line. It'll be close to a first down. He's elusive. Nothing fancy either. That's just straight ahead.
And it looks like we're going to have a measurement to see if it actually is a first down.
This will be, now of course I did miss 4 games. First time I've seen a measurement all year. Usually those white hats are dead-eye Dan, man. They just sit down there and go, first down or not. But they're going to check. Well, you got 2 heavyweights going tonight. Now, can coaches ask you to?
Ask for a measurement?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
They can?
They can.
You have to grant it to them if they ask you?
I don't believe you have to grant it.
But if they're nice, you'll do it, though. I mean, if they asked in a nice
If they ask nicely.
You would do that. It looks like he's short.
It is short.
Not by much.
So they'll move the ball inside to the hash. And
well, it looks like he's short by about the length of a football, so it'll be 3rd and very short for the Mustangs. The ball will be spotted at the Sheridan 22-yard line, for all intents and purposes. It's only about just a few inches short. Not even close to the length of the football. The ball just outside the 22.
Right.
And that's the spot where Natrona has to get to.
Maybe like 3 lengths of that chain.
Yeah. It was really close. So 3rd and short for the Mustangs. Again, the ball sitting just outside the 22-yard line of the Bronx. As the ball gets set, 3.5 to go in the first quarter. Clock running, and the Bronx lead at 7-0 on the range scoreboard. And it will be the quarterback again, Powell, and he will have the first down inside the Bronx 20.
All right, we're getting down into the red zone now. Let's see if this Bronx defense can stiffen up and get a stop.
They will say knee down at the 20. So the ball spotted right on the Sheridan 20-yard line. As the Mustangs see the play come in from the sidelines. 3 wides in the center of the near side. And Wickham still in the backfield with Powell. Tight end will come in motion, line up as a blocker. And it's going to be Powell again running left. And this time the Bronx getting wrapped up and dropped after a pickup of just a couple.
Cale Gilbertson came up from his defensive backfield position to make that tackle.
Nice one-on-one tackle, too. Gain of 1 to the 19-yard line, so 2nd and 9 coming for the Mustangs. So 2nd and 9 for Natrona County. 2:34 to go, clock running, first quarter. Bronx lead 7-0 on the range scoreboard. This time they're going to go a little end around with Rogan, the wide receiver, breaks a tackle. The Bronx miss him, and he will take the ball inside the 10-yard line. Somebody whiffed at about the 15, and he was able to keep his momentum going.
I think that was Cale Gilbertson ran up there and just tried to make a little arm tackle, and with an athlete like him, you just can't do that. You got to wrap up.
He ran right through it and picked up the extra yardage. 1st and goal for the Mustangs. The ball spotted. Well, they got about the 8-yard line. So 1st and goal for the Mustangs at the Sheridan 8 as we approach the 2-minute mark in this first quarter. And the quarterback, this time keeping again, running left and kind of stumbling himself and will fall at the 5-yard line. Gilbertson credited with the tackle. It looked like Powell wanted to cut, and his feet just came out from underneath him.
Yeah, a little misdirection, kind of confused a few of those Bronx, and he kind of just went the opposite direction.
So 2nd and goal now for Natrona County. They'll spot the ball inside the Sheridan 5-yard line. Our great video producer, Steve Schreffler, is with us tonight, bringing you all the action from the field on our video web stream at SheridanMedia.com. Well, the picture is fabulous tonight. Thanks to Steve. And on 2nd and goal, and it'll be the second guy through, and it'll be a touchdown for Natrona County. And I think it was Evan Lango. No, was it Wycombe? It was the running back.
Nice little 4-yard touchdown run. Nothing fancy, just right up the middle and a little off tackle and cross that goal line.
Now Natrona County will send their kicker out there. And that's Potter for the PAT. And the kick is up, and he missed it off. It was a double doink off the crossbar. 7-6 Bronx lead by 1 on the range scoreboard. Listen to Bronx football on KWYO 106.9 FM.
No shirt, no shoes, no problem. Online banking is fast and convenient with Sheridan Community Federal Credit Union. If you have a smartphone, you can do your banking from anywhere, including remote deposit. Just take a picture of your check and send it. It's that easy. And you'll instantly have access to the first $200 available and the rest shortly thereafter. Yep, banking is that easy with remote deposit at Sheridan Community Federal Credit Union. Member NCUA, Equal Housing Lender.
And welcome back, everybody. Trevor Jackson and Ryan Parker with you on the ball game tonight. KWYO 106.9 FM. And again, our video web stream, SheridanMedia.com. 7-6, Natrona scores, misses the extra point. That was an 8-minute drive. Bronx scored quick. Took 8 minutes and 80 yards. That's a pretty good drive right there.
Absolutely.
And now we'll see how the Mustangs will play it. The Bronx think that they're not going to kick deep again. So Steele and Kentner will stand at about the 15-yard line. We'll see what they decide to do. Now, do they let him boom it away or not? We're going to find out. Bronx are expecting about anything right now. 7-6 Sheridan leading on the range scoreboard after the missed extra point. And here's the kick, and it will be another pooch kick. And this one is going to be on the ground. It'll be picked up by Kentner, and he'll spin on the sidelines, and he gets away at the 35, gets hit, still on his feet, taken down to the 41-yard line. The Natrona coaches are saying he stepped out of bounds. I don't think he did, because it was right in front of the official. They're going bananas on the sidelines. It was really close to being out of bounds, but I don't think he was. And we will take a look at this via our instant replay, and we will let you know, radio audience, if he was out of bounds or not. I don't think he was.
Nope, I was actually surprised that he actually picked it up and didn't let it go out of bounds, and they could have got the ball at the 35, but as is, they get it at the 41.
And the official was about 5 feet away from him, too,
correct.
So he didn't miss it either. 1st and 10 Bronx on their own 41. They lead 7-6 here, late first quarter in Casper. Steele in motion into the backfield. And it'll be the quarterback, Gilbertson, right up the middle, stumbling ahead. Oh, he's got a good yardage across midfield. He's going to pick up about a dozen. What a great play that was.
What a great fake.
Great fake to Steele, and boy, the Mustangs bought it, and Gilby went right up the gut in a nice run. And now he will come out, and Colson Kuhn will operate as the quarterback. You don't call it direct snaps anymore. I mean, you're kind of an ex-officio quarterback. You're taking the snap. We don't see Colson throw it all that much. 1st and 10 Bronx at the 48-yard line of Natrona County. And Colson gets the snap, and he's going to go left. And he breaks in the middle of the field. He's at the 30. Now he's at the 25. And he's got a chance to go. Touchdown, Colson Kuhn. 48 yards. How about that?
Wow.
Nothing fancy there. He just went left. And then, when guys can get into space like that, it is so dangerous. And he ran away from him. Wow, the Bronx strike quick.
Especially with a defense like that. They only give up 53 rushing yards per game.
Did I say something before we went on the air that I thought this would be a really low-scoring game with not a lot of big plays? Wrong. 36 seconds to go in the quarter. The Bronx hit pay dirt again. That was a great run by Colson. What a fabulous run. Well, we see it every week from him. And the extra point is up. And the extra point is good with 36 seconds to play in the first quarter. The Sheridan Bronx lead on the range scoreboard, 14-6. You're listening to Bronx football on KWYO at 106.9.
Do you have family coming to town and not enough room in your home to accommodate them? Book them a room at the Candlewood Suites in Sheridan. They'll enjoy features like fully equipped kitchens that include a microwave, full-sized refrigerator, dishwasher, stovetop, even pots and pans, and free guest laundry. Did I mention the outstanding views of the Bighorns? Book your reservation with the Candlewood Suites and relax knowing they'll feel right at home. Call the Candlewood Suites 307-675-2100.
This is Dr. Michelle Meehan, and you're listening to Sheridan Media Sports.
Welcome back, everybody. Trevor Jackson and Ryan Parker with you. 14-6 Bronx, 48-yard touchdown run from Colson Kuhn. And all I can say is, wow, I've been saying that for a dozen years or more or plus. When you see plays like that, sometimes against these great teams, it's just wow, what else is there to say? My goodness.
Yep, he broke through that initial line, and there was nothing but green grass in front of him.
Unbelievable.
Turned on those afterburners, and he was gone.
Ty Gilbertson to put it away. Short end over ender. And it'll be caught at the 20, and it's going to be returnable And not a whole lot of room there. Natrona County will have decent field position, though, about their own 29. And no flags or anything on the play. We'll get set here. They'll put it at the 29 is where the Mustangs will start off. Again, their first drive was 8 minutes and 80 yards. And missed the extra point. The Bronx ran 2 plays. That's the one thing about the Bronx offense we've seen for, as long as when Don Julian came in, the way that it's designed, and with Jeff Mowry and the coaches now, it's a big play type of thing. You don't get a lot of drives from the Bronx.
Right. Well,
you get like a lot of 1, 2, 3 play drives, but you don't see them grind one out very often.
Sure, that's what I was going to say. That 8-play drive, it keeps this Bronx offense off the field.
Yep. So 1st and 10 for the Mustangs. And Powell, the quarterback, will run left this time, getting to the outside, and then runs into a crowd. And he will pick up about 5. Maybe he gets to the 34, maybe.
Looks like Noah Williamson was out there on the tackle, and big Alex Haswell.
The last time I saw the Bronx play, Noah was taken off the field. That's so glad when I see our guys come back. We see injured player come back. Well, that's going to do it for the first quarter after 1 here in Casper. On the range scoreboard, it's the Sheridan Bronx 14, Natrona County 6. You're listening to Bronx Football on KWYO and 106.9 FM.
You know what they say, if you're not first, you're last. For all your plumbing demands, choose A-Plus Plumbers and Appliance Repair. Commercial, residential, new construction, remodel jobs, and all repairs in between. A-Plus Plumbers and Appliance Repair, because they are number 1 in a number 2 business. Call 672-9454. That's 672-9454.
Hi, this is DJ Dearcorn of First Federal Bank and Trust, and you are listening to Sheridan Media Sports.
Well, first quarter in the books. Welcome back, everybody. Trevor Jackson, Ryan Parker with you. KWYO and 106.9 FM. We hope you're enjoying our video web stream at SheridanMedia.com. Again, our video producer. Would be your official title, video producer? Is that what you want me to call you on the air, Steve? Video producer. Steve Schreffler is with us, bringing you all the pickers tonight from Casper, and the Sheridan Bronx score twice in the first quarter. Well, so much for my prediction of a smash mouth, load them up, and so I kind of thought maybe 14-6 would have been the final score tonight, one way or the other. But at the end of the first quarter, 14-6 Bronx, and here come the Mustangs facing a 2nd and 5 on the first play for the second quarter on their own 34-yard line. Again, Wyatt Potter, their quarterback, is the workhorse. They've got some other weapons. They've thrown the ball a little bit more tonight. And the give is going to go to Whitecomb, and nothing there.
Haswell shot to the line, and he just wrapped him right up. Maybe for a short loss. Maybe he got back to the line of scrimmage.
They're going to give him, actually, let's see where they spot this thing. No, got a flag down right at the 33-yard line. Remember, at the point of where he was tackled. So let's see the discussion.
Could be in the area of holding.
And it's Natrona County's walking backwards. They don't look too enthused about this. And they'll back him up in a hold. Oh. So now it'll be 2nd and what? About 15? 2nd and 15, 2nd and 16? They'll spot the ball all the way back inside the 25-yard line, so at the 24. So it's 2nd and 17. For the Mustangs on the holding play or penalty. So 2nd and long. And Wyatt Potter to throw. Underneath, screen pass, Wickham, and he's going to be taken out around the 32, 33-yard line. And so 3rd and maybe 12 or 13 coming.
Taryn Grooms came up from his linebacker position and sniffed that one out and held him to about a 3-yard gain on that.
So 3rd and 12 for the Mustangs now from their own 27-yard line. And the play coming in from the sidelines, and now they're getting set. So 3rd and 12 for the Mustangs. Bronx again lead 14-6 on the range scoreboard. We're just underway in the second quarter. On 3rd and 12, quarterback rolling left, sets his feet, unloads it, and it's picked off. Intercepted by the Bronx, and it's Gilbertson who Paul ended up on the ground, but it was not a fumble. It'll be a first down for the Bronx at the Mustangs. And it was Gilbertson just waiting for it.
Yeah, it's almost like he baited into it.
Yep.
You know, he saw that receive. He just kind of laid back, and at the last minute, he just broke on that ball.
You know, that's one of the same when the defense watching his eye, exactly what he was doing on that rollout. Now the Bronx will get the first turnover of the game. They have a first down on the Natrona County 34-yard line. And the snap will come to Kuhn, running left to the sidelines. And Colson will take it to about the 25-yard line, a gain of about 9. It's so funny. You can hear the crowd in front of us. They're screaming, "It's going to number 5."
Right?
It's going to, all these people are screaming, "It's going to number 5." I think the guys on the sideline,
I'm
everybody,
pretty sure
everybody
that the guys
in the
in
stadium
gray
knows it's going to number 5. That's hilarious. They're getting a little help from their fans. That time it was going to number 5. That was. Number 5 is going to take the snap again.
right at 9 yards on that play.
Something. Second and short. Kuhn right up the middle. And needed, like he said, he needed a yard, and he's going to get way more than that. He's going to pick up about 5 or 6. And let's give him a gain of 5 to the 19-yard. Gilbertson comes back on the field. 14-6 Bronx lead. Early second quarter on the rain scoreboard, and they are threatening again.
Yep, they're inside that red zone again at the 19. So let's see what they can do.
So Kuhn will line up in the backfield with Gilbertson. Kentner will join him in the backfield. And it will be Kentner, and they did not buy any of that. Kentner to the line of scrimmage. That's it. No gain. Kind of looked like the play really didn't develop very well. It looked like everybody was too close together.
Yep.
And Natrona County did a good job that time on the defensive front to kind of push their way across the line of scrimmage. So no gain on the play. 2nd and 10 coming for the Bronx. Clock running 9-12. First half, 14-6 Bronx lead. Gilbertson rolling left, looking to throw. Underneath, lets it go. Got a man incomplete.
Just missed him. Had Kettner out there and just a bit to the outside.
That is a tough throw for any quarterback. Rolling away like that to the left-hand side and throwing on the run. And now 3rd and 10 for the Bronx. And Colson Kuhn will be your quarterback.
Taryn Groom comes in. So I might be thinking Wildcat.
So Groom's in the backfield with Kuhn. 3rd and 10 for the Bronx at the 19-yard line of Natrona County. And they're going to go an end-round pass. Look out, they're going to throw. Going to be caught, and it'll be a first down for the Bronx inside the 10, it looks like. That was that Berrettini that threw that?
Yes, it was.
It was Berrettini threw it on that end around.
And Kettner made the catch.
And he threw a strike to Kettner. First, I thought the ball had come out. They spot the ball at the 10.
Just short.
So it's actually going to be 4th and a yard for the Bronx at the 10-yard line of Natrona. What a play.
All right, looks like the Bronx are going to line up and go for it.
Oh, you bet. The ball sits at the 10. They don't even really quite need the 9, do they? Well, they got to be pretty close. It's 4th and a yard. So 4th and a yard, and now the Bronx will do a big shift and set. Overload. Kuhn will have the first down and more. It's a touchdown for the Sheridan Bronx. Colson Kuhn from 10. Wow. That was power right there. They loaded that side of the lineup, and they just brought the house.
Do you think they knew who was going to get the ball?
Yeah, number 5. Wow. As I say wow again, sorry. I don't have any other thing I can say.
This is
by golly, unbelievable. Wow. And Colson will come on for the point after. And it is up, and it is good. With 8:05 to play in the half, the Bronx have struck again. They cash in on the interception by Gilbertson on a 10-yard run from Colson Kuhn. 21-6 Bronx lead it on The Range scoreboard. This is the Bronx football on KWY on
First Federal
106.9
Bank and
FM.
Trust formed in Sheridan in 1935 as a financially stable community bank. We strive every day to support and improve the lives of our staff, customers, and communities. Currently, we have some great certificate of deposit specials. We are also assisting you with an increased online savings rate that you can easily open online. First Federal strives to maximize your earnings. We have been your community bank since 1935. First Federal Bank and Trust. Online at firstfederal.bank. Member FDIC.
This is Troy Baker with Hammer Chevrolet, and you're listening to Sheridan Media Sports.
Well, we talked about it in the pregame show. Turnovers, field position. There's your example right there. Turnover just cost a touchdown for Natrona County. Now 21-6. I almost feel like, you look at the Natrona sidelines, the crowd's getting antsy, but you almost feel it's 21-6 right now. Natrona County's got to be thinking, their coaches are, we got to score on this possession.
Absolutely.
Otherwise, we could really be in trouble with 8 minutes to go in the half.
And Sheridan is scoring quickly.
High end over end kick. It will be returnable. And it'll be taken by one of the upbacks at about the 12-yard line. And a decent run back to about the 32.
Let's see. Aiden O'Leary did a nice job staying home and making that tackle in the open field.
And Natrona County will have it. Decent field position again. I think they're going to be at their own 31, 32-yard line. Going to put the ball at the 32-yard line. So 1st and 10 for NC from their own 32. 21-6. Bronx lead with 8 minutes to go first half on the Range scoreboard. And now a late sub comes into the game for Natrona. He needs to play. Here we go. Now they're going to switch everybody around. I think it was Longo that came on late. Wickham gets the carry, and he will break up the middle to about the 40. Gain of about 8 on the play. That time the offensive line did a nice job for Natrona County getting the big hole going there.
Will Brooks came up from his defensive line position and made that tackle.
So 2nd and 2 at the 40-yard line for the Mustangs. This time it's going to be one of their backup running backs for a first down out near midfield. Carrying the ball for Natrona County that time was Bo Russell.
Dane Steele on the tackle.
So first down for the Mustangs on their own 48-yard line. 21-6 again, Bronx lead it. Mustangs looking for some more points here, obviously. 1st and 10 from their own 48. Wyatt Powell going to keep it himself this time and gets pretty decent yardage into Sheridan territory to the Bronx 47.
About a gain of 5 on first down.
As you said, you'll take that every time on first down, won't you? Nothing fancy there. Oh, there's 2 workhorses going tonight. Colson Kuhn and Wyatt Powell.
And we knew that would be a battle coming in.
And they are both getting it done for their teams. And this time it's going to be the quarterback again on that little zone read. The fake went to the running back Russell, and
gets
Powell
about
kept
4.
it. So 3rd and a yard coming for the Mustangs. And the ball spotted at the Sheridan 43-yard line.
You know, we talk about the size of the offensive line for Natrona, but, you know, they're bigger, but Sheridan is just winning in the trenches.
The quickness sometimes helps. And straight snap, and boy, the quarterback just got pasted. He'll have the first down. They just ran him right up the middle with that heavy set on that line. And I'm going to tell you that Wyatt Powell just got smoked. He's okay. And
did you see who hit him?
I did not see who hit him.
It was number 5.
So, hello, number 5, number 11. Nice to meet you. He did get the first down, I think.
He did.
Okay, they are moving the chains. They were taking a while to move them. So the ball will be spotted at the Sheridan 42-yard line. So 1st and 10 for the Mustangs at the Sheridan 42. Boy, that was a big shot. Ooh. Now to throw. Bubble screen to Longo, and he is hit immediately, picks up 2 yards.
Let's see. Aiden O'Leary and Dane Steele kind of combined to make that tackle after 2-yard gain.
O'Leary got there first, and then Steele finished him off. Gain of 2. Ball spotted at the Sheridan 40. Clock running first half. 5.5 to go on the range scoreboard here in the second quarter. Bronx lead 21-6. 2nd and 8. And it's going to be Powell again. Powell, decent yardage again. It's going to be dragged down. Flag comes in late. He was dragged down by Colson Kuhn at about the 35. That flag comes in from behind like that. I always think it's going to be holding in that area.
When it comes into that position, yeah, that's probably going to be the call.
And it'll be holding against Natrona County. It's almost uncanny how, if you watch enough football over the years and you see how flags come in or the timing of the flag, what it might be, and you see them come in from the backside like that, it's almost holding every time.
Yep. Our referee crew tonight's from Gillette.
And so it'll be second down.
Second down. Replay second down.
So it'll be replay of second down. We'll call it second and
about 14.
Second and 14 coming for the Mustangs. The ball now spotted back at the Sheridan 46-yard line. Well, see if the Bronx defense can come up with a stop here and get them in a 3rd and long situation. Powell takes the snap. Going to throw underneath. Got a man. It's going to be caught. And finally get him dragged down. It's still going to be 3rd and about 5, 3rd and 6. Good gain on the play.
So that brings up 3rd and manageable.
Yep, 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6. We'll call it 3rd and 5 for the Mustangs.
See if this Bronx defense can make a play. But are you 4 down territory from behind, or is it too early?
I think first half, I don't know. Gamble and give the ball back to a team that can just run up and it will be the quarterback, Wyatt Powell, and he is hit and falls forward, and he will be short, I believe. So now decision time for Natrona County. It looks like it's going to be 4th and about
2, 3? 2, I think.
Boy, you know what? I think you go for it. I mean, Powell has been gaining yards all night on almost every play. You got to think he can get a couple.
I would agree.
I mean, look, it's your guy. Why not give it to your guy? And they're going to call a timeout, I believe, and we'll get one as well. You're listening to Bronx Football on 1410 KWYO, 106.9 FM.
Find the power you want with the comfort you deserve in an all-new Ram 1500 Heavy Duty or TRX during Ram Truck Power Days. There's a reason U.S. News and World Report named Ram Truck the best truck brand for 2022. Tow it, haul it, or just enjoy the ride. Ram Truck will take you anywhere you want to go. Visit Sheridan Motors' brand new location at 3270 Wrench Drive to see what's in stock and what's coming soon. Get your power on at Sheridan Motors.
This is Dr. Dana Leroy with Leroy Family Dental, and you're listening to Sheridan Media Sports.
Welcome back, everybody. We'll end seatbelts at time. Talking Imagine. Good.
Got a couple East and South 27-0 in the second quarter.
Out there.
And Cheyenne Central is on camp in the third quarter. Thunder Basin is Kelly Walsh, and Laramie and Rock Springs all tied up at 7 in the second quarter.
Okay. East-South, that's going to be a beatdown deluxe tonight. Ooh. 4th and 2 for Natrona they go. Inside the Sheridan 35, of course, it's going to be the quarterback, and I don't know. It's really close. Of course, all the Natrona, of course, saying first down. I don't know. He got upended. He got hit low and got upended. It's all on the spot. What do you think? I think he's short. The Bronx bench is saying he's short.
First down, Bronx.
Wow.
What a big stop.
Wow.
Did you see who got the tackle?
Did I say wow again?
You did.
Sorry.
And did we say Colson Kuhn again?
At halftime, you guys, Steve, I'm going to put this on Schreffler too. We need to come up with something other than wow. I got to quit saying that. My goodness. I thought the kid's been gaining yards almost every time. So was it Kuhn that got him low? Because somebody got him right at the ankles and upended him, and that's where the play ended. And now the Bronx go back to work. They'll have a first down at their own 33-yard line. Then the Bronx again leading it 21-6 here late in the first half. 3:39 to go, and the Bronx are up. Gilby to throw. underneath. Oh, boy. He would love to have that pass back. It almost got picked off. That's a pick six all over it.
Yeah, there was nothing but green grass if that kid catches the ball.
Don't throw that one again. Do not throw that one again.
Gilby looked a little indecisive on that. He wasn't quite sure, and he let it go, and that defensive back just broke on it, and if he could have corralled it, it would have been
still
6.
running.
Yep.
He's still running down on 2nd Street somewhere if he would have caught it. So Colson Kuhn will come in to run at the quarterback spot, 2nd and 10. And Colson will take the snap, running to short side of the field. Holding flag comes in. It's going to back the Bronx up, so all of a sudden this drive is really stalled out. Flag came in from that back side. It'll be a hold against the Bronx at the 30, so this will mark the ball back to the 20, and it'll be 2nd and 23 by the time they set this thing. So 2nd and 23 coming. Well, do you have a 2nd 23 play? You know what? I'll bet Jeff Mallory and that offensive coaching staff's got a 2nd and 23 play. Yeah, wow is not the word anymore.
Sheridan's got a lot of weapons.
They do.
So,
so we've had
2nd and 23.
So far, interception, they turned into a touchdown, and they turned it over on downs. Defense has come to play, baby.
Just as good as a turnover when you get it back on downs, right?
Sure is.
But we got to take advantage.
Yep, 2nd again and 23 for the Bronx. The ball spotted on their own 20. And the Bronx will empty the backfield. Kuhn will line up and go as a wide receiver. Gilbertson looks that way. He's going to throw over the middle to him. Makes the catch, but his knee touched down. The ball was low, and Colson had to go down on a knee and catch it. He catches it at the 30, so they gain 10. And so that's going to bring up 3rd and about 13. Doggone it. Doggone, if he hits him in stride, it's over. Because he had some open space.
He did. If he catches that in stride, I don't think anybody catches him. But he had to go down and get it.
Yep, the ball was a little low, and the knee touched.
Let's play another down.
3rd and 14, we'll call it. 3rd and 14, we'll call it. The ball at just inside the 30-yard line. So 3rd and 14. Gilbertson gets the snap. He's going to throw. Has time. Going to go deep, and it's going to be incomplete. It was well overthrown. It was defended very well. The intended receiver, I think, was Kentner. The Bronx will punt. Our first punt of the game coming up, with the Bronx leading at 21-6 with 2:39 to play in the half. So the Mustangs get a stop. So both teams back-to-back stops. And we'll have our first punt. And it'll be Colson booting it away. The return men for Natrona County. It's Wickham and Longo, I think. Or maybe they changed it up. I know Longo for sure. And now Colson will line up. Well, they line up to punt because they don't punt very often. I just close my eyes until he gets it away. Good clean snap. Rugby-style kick, low knuckleball. Rips it right at Longo, and he'll catch it on the fly. That's a good catch. And he's cut down immediately in a flag.
Nice tackle by Dane Steele.
And a flag. What a great open field tackle by Dane Steele. I think maybe we're going to get a hold here.
I believe we're going to back him up 10.
That was a great open field tackle. My goodness.
And he was being held.
Wow. Again, wow. Great play, son.
So Natrona was going to start off pretty good field position.
Yeah, blocking the back, and it was Steele that got hit in the back and still made the tackle.
So let's see. Looks like the flag's at the 38.
Well, that'll take him back inside the 30, won't it? Yep.
Going to spot the 28.
Yep. So that cost him cost him 13 yards right there overall. So back to the 28-yard line for the Mustangs, their own 28. Exactly 2.5 minutes to play first half. The Sheridan Bronx leading at 21-6 on the range scoreboard. Empty backfield for Powell. Wickham in motion. It'll be the quarterback keeping it. Powell up the middle to about the 30, and that'll be it. Gain of a couple. I think you're in that mode now if you're in Natrona County. I don't think you want to throw it because...
I agree. I think they want to maybe just run this half out. They know they get the ball first to start the second half.
Yeah, maybe you break one, something. You just don't want to do anything. Well, obviously, you don't want to turn it over.
You don't want to give Sheridan the ball back.
Let's see.
Because they can score quickly.
Right now, 2 minutes to play first half. And they're going to throw. Rolling left. Quarterback in trouble. Down he goes. A loss of 3 on the play. That took way too long. You know, that's that internal time in your head if you're the quarterback.
I think Chance Larson was the first one to get there.
If you start running around like that and it's not developing, you either make the decision to either throw it away or run. And that time he just waited too long, and by then the defenders had kind of figured out where he was. And what, did we get another flag thrown?
Oh, we must have, because the clock stopped. We got a meeting with a couple of the officials there.
Let's see what it is.
Oh.
And?
Third play. Personal foul. Defense. Double terrible contact. Results in a first down.
Wow. Against the Bronx. Now, what was the call? Illegal contact? Is that what he said?
I thought that's what I heard.
Huh.
I didn't see it, but that doesn't mean it didn't happen.
Didn't happen, yeah. And the ball will be spotted out at the Natrona County 43-yard line.
But that's a big penalty right there.
Wow, that's big because the Bronx kind of had them pinned on their own penalty.
Yep.
So 1st and 10 for the Mustangs, now at their own 43. Powell keeps it again. This time good yardage into the secondary. No, he's off and running. And it was Kentner maybe saved a touchdown. Woo! Well, he came through that hole in a hurry.
He did. He just kept that ball on that fake. And
boy, that 15-yarder right now showing to maybe be costly. They'll spot the ball at the 34. First down for the Mustangs from the 34. Again, they got a couple of timeouts left in a minute 45, clock running. 21-6, Bronx lead it. And this time it's going to be Wickham running left, gets to the edge, and will be taken out of bounds at about the 28. And that will stop the clock as he gets out of bounds.
You know, the Bronx need to dig deep and get a stop. You don't want to give Natrona momentum going into halftime knowing that they get the ball back to start the third quarter.
Maybe force a field goal attempt at worst. So second down and 3 coming for the Mustangs. The ball inside the Bronx 30-yard line. Powell keeps again, running left. And, boy, did he fight for yardage at the 25 to about the 24. And he'll be close to a first down. They will stop the clock and take a look at it.
Chance Larson gets up off the bottom of the pile. I think he was the first one to wrap up.
It'll be a first down for the Mustangs. At just the nose of the ball, just inside the Sheridan 24-yard line. So, with 1:25 to go in the half, the clock will start. So the clock running. And this time it's going to be the quarterback again. Powell takes a big shot at about the 21-yard line and is driven back. Again, that'll keep the clock running. That's what the Bronx want.
Well, Natrona still got 2 timeouts.
1 minute exactly to play in the half. Under a minute now as the clock continues to run. Second down and about 7 at the Bronx 20. And going to go for the end zone. Way overthrown. Wow. That left his hand and knew that wasn't going to be catchable.
Yeah, I don't know if there was a little bit miscommunication or whatnot, but that was overthrown by a good 10 yards.
He wanted it. He threw it to the back corner of the end zone. The receiver wasn't even close. It's almost like when you're playing golf and you have a short putt and you blast it by about 6 feet and they say it went off in your hand. That's what happened to him right there. Boy, as soon as it left his hand, you knew that it wasn't going to be catchable.
All right, so that brings up third down.
So now 3rd and 7 for the Mustangs. Again, just the nose of the ball just outside the Bronx 20-yard line. And Powell throwing again, under pressure. Gets away, unloads it, got a man. It's going to be caught, and they'll have the ball at about the 17-yard line or something like that.
The ball did come out, but the officials are saying that he was down by contact.
And now Natrona County will burn the timeout, and it's going to be 4th and about 4. 28 seconds to go. I think now is a big decision right here. They still have a timeout left in their pocket. We'll see what they do when we come back. 28 seconds to play in the half. 21-6 Bronx on the range scoreboard. Natrona County has the
It's
decision
been
to make.
said that for every dollar spent at a locally owned business, it returns 3 times as much income into the local economy. Hi, this is Mandolin Meyer from Hospital Pharmacy West. The money you spend with a locally owned business stays in our community longer. It's just another way to recycle and help our community. When you shop local, we all win. Thank you from all of us at Hospital Pharmacy West.
Hometown Pharmacy, hometown care at Hospital Pharmacy West.
This is State Senator Dave Kinski, and you're listening to Sheridan Media Sports.
Well, this is why you have head coaches and coaching staffs. You got to make these decisions. So 28 seconds to go in the half. Natrona County has 1 timeout left, so plenty of time, really. It's 4th and 4. Well, obviously, if you don't get the first down, it doesn't matter.
Correct.
So it doesn't matter. The Bronx would stop them again. And or do you kick field goal? I don't think the Mustangs are in the mood to kick a field goal here. So they're going to go. It's 4th and 4.
Nope, I think they're going to do what they do best and just pound it right up the middle and see if the Bronx can...
Don't jump off sides.
Correct.
So 4th and 4 for the Mustangs inside the Bronx 20. And Wyatt will go under center real quick. Again, they're just trying to get the Bronx to jump off sides. And then they'll call a timeout for a field goal. And that's exactly what they did. They'll call a field goal.
Very disciplined by the Bronx to just watch it. They knew what was coming.
Look, you're not going to quarter... We'll just keep it right here because Natrona's going to kick a field goal here. But when a quarterback like that runs up under center, if it's 4th and 1, okay, he might snap it. But 4th and 4, you're not going to catch the Bronx off guard with some kind of a play like that. But like you said, the defense showed great. You know that's the last thing that was said in that timeout. Don't move.
Absolutely. Watch the ball.
Yep, watch the ball. And they did.
They did.
So now, boy, I don't know. It's 4. You got the ball. It's on the 18-yard line, right?
19
yards, so it's on the 19-yard line, and it's 4th and 5. If you keep the thing is, if you run a play and you get the first down, the clock's will stop momentarily while they move the chains.
Yep, change of possession.
Yep.
We'll
just see. We'll just see how Natrona plays it. And I look at the kicking teams coming out. Yep, they're going to kick a field goal here. They're going to try one anyway. And it's going to be Potter.
The 25.
So a 35-yard attempt, hash mark on the left. And remember, it's Natrona County, so they could fake it as well. So here we go. 35-yard field goal attempt for the Mustangs. 28 seconds left in the half. Low snap, kick away, got plenty of leg. I think he hammered it right through. Oh, yeah. No, he hooked it. He missed it, Ryan.
Wide right.
Oh, my goodness.
Wide right.
The lefty hooks it. The left-footed kicker hooks it and misses. Oh, boy, that's demoralizing.
All right, now leaves Sheridan 24 seconds.
Run the ball.
Yeah,
nothing. Don't be surprised if it turns out to be a long run of the ball. So 1st and 10 for the Bronx on their own 20. As the defense holds again, forces the field goal attempt, and they missed it. Well, that's 2 big stops in this second quarter by this Bronx defense. And now the Bronx offense will stand out there, and here we go. Gilbertson back in its quarterback spot. Again, 28 seconds left in the half. Bronx lead 21-6. And Kuhn will get it, running left. Not a whole lot there. Mustangs, of course, try to pull the ball out. They're not going to be able to do that. Gain of a couple. And
that'll probably do it for the first half.
Yeah, the Bronx are going to run another play. And the first half will come to an end. And what a first half it was. As the players will now head to the locker room. We got 2 quarters in the books. On the range scoreboard at halftime, it's the Sheridan Bronx 21, Natrona County 6. You're listening to Bronx Football on KWYO 106.9 FM and our special live video web stream at SheridanMedia.com.
WWC Engineering is a multidisciplinary professional firm specializing in civil, site, environmental, and land development, mining, oil and gas, and so many more services. Winter puts the brakes on many types of construction work. A well-executed project requires detailed planning, which can take months. Get yourself prepared. The winter is a great time to survey your upcoming projects for the spring. WWC Engineering will be there to take on your toughest jobs. Call 672-0761 or visit wwcengineering.com.
Are you looking to expand your operation, purchase a new building, or get that business idea of yours off the ground? Hi, this is John Dick with First Bank of Wyoming. For all those business projects, big and small, we can help. Our decisions are made locally, and we're here for you every step of the way from concept to completion. Let's get started today. Stop by our office at 1470 Sugarland Drive, Suite 2, or give us a call at 672-1733. First Bank of Wyoming, division of Glacier Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
This is David Cook with ERA Care Realty, inviting your kiddos to enter the coloring contest inside our October real estate guide. We have 4 age groups, and each age group will win 3 prizes: a $25, $20, or $10 gift card to Dairy Queen. Color the pumpkin inside the real estate guide, include your name and phone number, and drop it off at ERA Care Realty. Look for the guide in racks around town or in the stand in front of our office on North Main in Sheridan. Entry deadline is October 21st.
Are you thinking about going to college, but you're not sure where to start? Sheridan College is here to help guide you every step of the way. Stop by anytime, Monday through Friday during business hours, to meet with an enrollment expert and get your questions answered about financing, whether to go full or part-time, degree programs, and more. With over 50 programs to study, they truly have something for everyone. Find out more at sheridan.edu.Sheridan College. Begin your journey.
And welcome back, everybody, as we get ready for the halftime show that's coming your way next. James Timberlake is waiting in the wings, ready to get you caught up to date on games. James had his game this afternoon. It was a doozy. Bighorn knocking off Tongue River today, and we're going to do that right now. Bronx again lead 21-6 at halftime, and you're listening to Bronx football on 1410 KWYO, 106.9 FM.
Brand identity is an integral part of your company. It's how the public views your organization and relates to your business. The folks at Alpha Graphics are experts in helping you grow your brand through strategic and consistent marketing plans. Their goal is to help you get noticed and get business. Go to alphagraphicssheridan.com to request a quote today, or stop by their new location at 2266 North Main Street in Sheridan.
Touchdown Bronx! Touchdown Bronx!
Jack, what are you doing? The neighbors can hear you.
With all the touchdowns the Bronx are going to make this year, I felt I needed to practice. You know, we both like to give our best when giving a helping hand.
That's right. We're always willing to give a helping hand to our clients when it comes to buying or selling their property. We even do a free market analysis to anyone that calls.
Our clients score a touchdown whenever they work with us at Best Real Estate EXP Realty.
Call Kathleen and Jack and get ready to pack at 307-763-1249.
So, Colton, how does it feel to be moved out of our old office on Caffeine?
Well, it feels great, and honestly, it doesn't feel a lot different. In fact, I feel we are on the move and ready to serve more than ever.
Exactly. The Best Real Estate team understands that the market is shifting, and we're here to shift with it to continue to provide our clients with the best service possible.
That's right, and we still have our best number, our red signs and flags, and an approach centered on meeting the customer wherever works best for them.
As always, our focus is you. For all your real estate needs, give us a call, 675-BEST, or visit bestwy.net.
This is Dr. Michelle Meehan, and you're listening to Sheridan Media Sports.
It's time for the Homestar Halftime Show. We'll be back with a wrap of the first half right after this word from Homestar, your easiest way home.
Are you looking to ease a financial burden, secure college funding, make home improvements, consolidate debt? Hi, this is Matt with Homestar. These are all things we can help you with. Don't let national news stop you from exploring options to solve your problems and ease your mind. I will personally help you every step of the way. Stop by and see us. We are located behind Bison Union Coffee Company at 30 Grinnell Plaza. Find us online at homestarfc.com. Homestar, your easiest way home.
Hi, this is DJ Dearcorn of First Federal Bank and Trust, and you are listening to Sheridan Media Sports.
of the closer matched teams in the 4A, basically since they started playing each other way back in 1921. Natrona leading the overall series 59-50, including the postseason. However, Sheridan has won 2 in a row against the Mustangs, and right now the Bronx are on their way to making it 3 in a row if the score holds here, leading the Mustangs at the half 21-6. Coming up on the Bronx Halftime Report, presented by Homestar, we're going to take a look at the upcoming sports schedule for the Sheridan area schools, and then we'll recap the Cowboys' win against the New Mexico Lobos last weekend, as well as preview the Broncos matchup against the Los Angeles Chargers coming up on Monday. First, let's get you some updated football scores from across the state. Right now in the 4A, number 2, Cheyenne East. They're up big over Cheyenne South right now on the road, 42-0. That one's still in the second quarter. Number 4, Cheyenne Central on the road at Campbell County. Central's leading that one 28-7. That one's also in the second quarter. Number 5, ranked Thunder Basin. Last score we got on this one, they were leading Kelly Walsh 7-6 in the second quarter on that one. And then finally, Laramie trailing Rock Springs on the road 14-7 in the second quarter in that one. And then locally in 2A this afternoon, Bighorn, number 4 ranked, beat number 2 Tongue River 14-0 at home in a final. It was a defensive stalemate, I would say. I called that game. It was a defensive stalemate for most of the game. A lot of wind. Weather was a big factor. Did not get to air it out as much as you would have liked to see from both of the high-scoring offenses in the 2A, so it was a lot of running, and when they did throw the ball, the wind kind of knocked it down a little bit, so there wasn't a whole lot of offense, and it was a defensive stalemate. The 2 scores came in the third quarter from Cooper Garber, touchdown passes from Cooper Garber in the third quarter to take it 14-0 for Bighorn. So that sets up a big matchup with them against Burns next week, and the Tongue River is taking on Wheatland next weekend as well. Switching over to the local sports schedule for this weekend, the cross-country postseason began today for all the local cross-country teams as they all ran in their respective regional tournaments. The Sheridan Bronx and Lady Bronx were in Cheyenne today. The Bighorn Rams and Lady Rams, as well as the Tongue River Eagles and Lady Eagles, both ran in Dayton today as well. And we'll have finals for all those over on SheridanMedia.com once they become available to us. The Lady Bronx swimmers and divers are in Laramie this weekend. They competed in the pre-invite today and will compete in the invite tomorrow, with first event set to begin at 8 a.m. And finally, in volleyball, the Sheridan Lady Bronx are at home all weekend. They're hosting Cheyenne South right now, actually, at the high school, and will host Laramie tomorrow with first serve and that one scheduled for noon. The Bighorn Lady Rams only match was today, taking on Wright, and the Tongue River Lady Eagles played today on the road in Sundance, and they will close the weekend with a match against Riverside tomorrow, with first serve expected for 3 p.m. That's a look at this weekend's local sports action. We're going to take a quick break and then come back with the Cowboys and the Broncos. The Bronx are up on Natrona right now at the half, 21-6. You're listening to the Bronx Halftime Report, presented by Homestar.
Are you looking to ease a financial burden, secure college funding, make home improvements, consolidate debt? Hi, this is Matt with Homestar. These are all things we can help you with. Don't let national news stop you from exploring options to solve your problems and ease your mind. I will personally help you every step of the way. Stop by and see us. We are located behind Bison Union Coffee Company at 30 Grinnell Plaza. Find us online at homestarfc.com. Homestar, your easiest way home.
I scream, you scream, we all scream, it's almost Halloween! So stop into Bomber Mountain Nutrition and try one of their Halloween-themed drinks like Cauldron Energy, Spooky Smoothie, or one of their great pumpkin-spiced options. And don't miss out on the Halloween specials next week. From shakes, real fruit smoothies, energy drinks, Manchester Street coffees, protein-packed drinks, to pre- and post-workout drinks. You can also turn any smoothie or shake into a protein-packed bowl or waffle. Look for updates on Facebook and Instagram and order delivery on DoorDash, or come into Bomber Mountain Nutrition at 41 East 1st Street.
Sunday prime rib brunch at the Ramada Plaza by Wyndham in Sheridan is every Sunday from 10 a.m. till 2 p.m. Enjoy succulent grade A choice prime rib and plenty of breakfast entrees, brunch side dishes, and desserts. Adults are $26, seniors $20, kids 6 to 11 are $15, and kids 5 and under are free. No reservations necessary. Every Sunday for the prime rib brunch from 10 until 2 at the Ramada Plaza in Sheridan.
Wyoming Corporate Office is located at 30 North Gould Street in Sheridan, and they provide a myriad of services. What is a registered agent, you may ask? The real question is, what aren't they? Wyoming Corporate Office can assist you in forming your LLC or Wyoming-based corporation, provide mail forwarding service, and accept legal and financial documents, and so much more. Learn more today by visiting WyomingCorporateOffice.com.
There's a lot of hype about mortgage interest rates right now, but like sports, we can be working on your preseason mortgage game. This is Autumn Showtime Morris with Homestar. If you want the best rate when you're ready for a home loan, let's make sure everything you need is in place to get that win. I will personally help you every step of the way. Stop by and see us. We are located behind Bison Union Coffee Company at 30 Grinnell Plaza. Find us online at homestarfc.com. Home, your easiest way home.
Black Hills Orthopedic and Spine Center of Wyoming is proud to welcome fellowship-trained sports medicine surgeon Dr. Daniel Lichty to their world-class team. Whether you're an athlete or wanting to continue your active lifestyle, Dr. Lichty proudly offers a full spectrum of bone, joint, and muscle care to help you stay strong. Visit bhosc.com to learn more. Black Hills Orthopedic and Spine Center of Wyoming, specializing in what moves you. Now open in Sheridan at 1301 Avon Street, Suite A at the Burton Flats.
Rooting for the home team is the Wyoming way, and the banks of Buffalo, Gillette, and Sheridan are the 307's biggest fans. Banking with us means you're doing more than ever to support school sports because your money stays right here in our community. We're proud to recognize our hard-working athletes with youth sponsorships, and the local difference means the familiar faces you know and trust for your banking needs are the same ones cheering with you up in the stands. BuffaloFed.Bank. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
This is Dr. Dana Leroy with Leroy Family Dental, and you're listening to Sheridan Media Sports.
And welcome back to the Bronx Halftime Report presented by Homestar. I'm your host, James Timberlake. Another couple quick updates for you here for the football scores across the 4A. Campbell County just kicked a field goal to make it 28-10. The Giant Central leads that one 28-10. And then halftime just hit in the Rock Springs Laramie game. That one's still 14-7. And those are the two updates I got here for you. Oh, and also Cheyenne East made it 54-0 with 3:18 left in the first half in their matchup with Cheyenne South. So Cheyenne East is rolling with it in that game. Moving on here to the Cowboys. It wasn't pretty for the Cowboys this past weekend, but they were able to bounce back from their loss to San Jose State just 2 weekends ago, beating New Mexico 27-14 this past Saturday. The Pokes went down 14-0 early in the first quarter, and I think a lot of Cowboys fans were maybe scratching their heads after about one quarter of play. But the Pokes did turn it around and scored 27 unanswered points. The Pokes were still outgained in total yardage, 319-304, even with the 27 straight points, 21 of them from the offensive side of the ball, with the last touchdown coming from a pick six that essentially sealed the game for the Cowboys. Quarterback Andrew Peasley once again had a very middle-of-the-pack game, but did just enough to lead the Pokes to a victory. They didn't ask him to do a whole lot, only throwing the ball 21 times and completing just 10 of those attempts for 174 yards and 2 touchdowns. After those first 14 points from the Lobos, the Cowboys' defense also really stepped up, holding Lobo quarterback Miles Kendrick 107 yards through the air with 1 touchdown while picking him off twice, and he did run the ball with 19 carries, but only averaged 3.8 yards per carry on 78 yards total. The Cowboys also forced and recovered a fumble in the victory as well, so a lot of turnovers for the Cowboys defense helped lead them to that victory and come back from down 14-0 and score 27 unanswered. The Pokes will now get this weekend off before they take on Utah State at home next Saturday, and we will have a preview of that one for you next weekend. The Denver Broncos are coming off a long 10 days off between their Thursday night game a week ago and their Monday night game coming up this week. Enough has been said, I would say, about the Broncos' performance last Thursday and largely their offensive performance in general, I'd say. So we will avoid picking the proverbial low-hanging fruit, and we will just preview the matchup on the road against the Los Angeles Chargers. Chargers come into the matchup at 3-2 on the season, winning the last 2 in a row on the road. Funny enough, both of these offenses run the same average number of offensive plays per game, 70.4 snaps per game on the offensive side of the ball, and run essentially the same type of plays in those 70 snaps, 63% pass and 36% run for both of these teams. The difference, obviously, has been the quarterback play. Herbert has been pretty good, but not the best, posting a 72.8 grade from PFF so far this year, while Wilson has just a 59.7 grade from PFF so far this season. Herbert also has a 20-plus better passer rating with the pocket clean and under pressure than Russell Wilson has so far this year. And the defense for the Broncos has been absolutely stellar so far, coming in with the second highest graded defense in the league, trailing only San Francisco, according to PFF. And the Chargers come in with the 25th worst I guess technically the 7th worst, but the 25th ranked defense according to PFF, with both their coverage grades and rush defense grades coming in the bottom 10 of the league. If the offense for the Broncos is looking to straighten themselves out, then this will be the matchup. They should be able to do it. It is on the road, but they should be able to capitalize on the Chargers' less than stellar defense, while their defense, Broncos defense, may have a tougher task on their hands than they have had in the past few weeks. You'll be able to listen to all the action in that game live between the Broncos and Chargers Monday night. That's right. They gave the Broncos another primetime Monday night game with pregame scheduled for 4 p.m. and kickoff scheduled for 6:20 p.m. I had to get one in there, I had to get one in there. It looks like they're getting ready for the second half out in Natrona County, so we're going to send it back out to Trevor for the start of the third quarter. I've been your host, James Timberlake, and you've been listening to the Bronx Halftime Report presented by Homestar.
Are you looking to ease a financial burden, secure college funding, make home improvements, consolidate debt? Hi, this is Matt with Homestar. These are all things we can help you with. Don't let national news stop you from exploring options to solve your problems and ease your mind. I will personally help you every step of the way. Stop by and see us. We are located behind Bison Union Coffee Company at 30 Grinnell Plaza. Find us online at homestarfc.com. Homestar, your easiest way home.
Fremont Motors Sheridan Ford is one of the largest Ford dealerships in the state of Wyoming. They have a large selection of Ford cars, trucks, and SUVs for sale. Stop by Fremont Motors Sheridan Ford to order your new Ford Bronco or Ford truck. Their experienced sales team are there to help. When you shop Fremont, you can count on them to deliver an exceptional dealership experience from start to finish. Visit FremontMotorsSheridan.com or stop by 1658 Coffin Avenue.
The weather's so unpredictable this time of year. Is your vehicle or tires ready? Chris Hayden with Hammer Chevrolet.
Bob, with our tire price match guarantee, you don't have to wait for a tire sale. We carry all the brand name tires at the guaranteed lowest price. If your vehicle's in need of any mechanical repairs, we have the latest in diagnostic and repair equipment. We offer an oil change, tire rotation, and 27-point inspection. Hammers is your full-service dealership, and we value your business. Schedule online at hammerchevy.com or call us.
Fremont Motors Sheridan Ford is one of the largest Ford dealerships in the state of Wyoming. They have a large selection of Ford cars, trucks, and SUVs for sale. Stop by Fremont Motors Sheridan Ford to order your new Ford Bronco or Ford truck. Their experienced sales team are there to help. When you shop Fremont, you can count on them to deliver an exceptional dealership experience from start to finish. Visit FremontMotorsSheridan.com or stop by 1658 Coffin Avenue.
Weather's so unpredictable this time of year. Is your vehicle or tires ready? Chris Hayden with Hammer Chevrolet.
Bob, with our tire price match guarantee, you don't have to wait for a tire sale. We carry all the brand name tires at the guaranteed lowest price. If your vehicle's in need of any mechanical repairs, we have the latest in diagnostic and repair equipment. We offer an oil change, tire rotation, and 27-point inspection. Hammers is your full-service dealership, and we value your business. Schedule online at hammerchevy.com or call us.
I have a great new idea for lunch at Farmers Co-op. I'm calling it the Build Your Own Sampler Platter. I couldn't make up my mind, so I walked up to the deli window and ordered all three: gizzards, mushrooms, and some hot samatsa sticks. It was awesome. You can do the same thing with mini tacos, jalapeno poppers, wings. Heck, mix and match anything you want. Lunch can be pretty cool at Farmers Co-op, owned by those they serve at 1450 Coffin Avenue in Sheridan. Mark Thursday, October 20th on your calendar as a day to start a new career with McDonald's. McDonald's is hosting a hiring day event. Come in at McDonald's on Coffin Avenue on Thursday, October 20th from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. and interview for a number of positions, full and part-time. Take advantage of the numerous benefits, including the work today, get paid tomorrow, and telehealth now available. Stop by McDonald's on Coffin Avenue anytime Thursday, October 20th for a hiring day event.
Fremont Motors Sheridan Ford is one of the largest Ford dealerships in the state of Wyoming. They have a large selection of Ford cars, trucks, and SUVs for sale. Stop by Fremont Motors Sheridan Ford to order your new Ford Bronco or Ford truck. Their experienced sales team are there to help. When you shop Fremont, you can count on them to deliver an exceptional dealership experience from start to finish. Visit FremontMotorsSheridan.com or stop by 1658 Coffin Avenue.
Welcome back, everyone, as we continue here at halftime, a longer extended halftime tonight here in Natrona County. And before we talk about the first half, again, Ryan Parker's with us tonight. Before we talk about the first half, I want to say this, that the Natrona County Marching Band put on a performance tonight that I have never seen high school marching bands do. They have a light show here in the stadium now. We can talk about that later. That was fabulous.
That was amazing.
They were so good.
That was great. I'm glad to see that Sheridan High School is getting marching band back.
That's going to be awesome.
That will be great. Chad Rose does a great job with band, and he's a big marching band guy. He heads up the Wyoming All-Star Marching Band, and it'll be good to see that come back to Sheridan High School. It's been several years since they've had the marching band there, so don't put it out of Mr. Rose's possibilities of doing something like that.
They've set the bar high here.
Yes,
I can tell
have.
you that. I got a little video snippet of it, but wow, that was impressive. And we're getting ready here. They're doing some ceremonies here in Natrona County during halftime, so we're a few minutes away from the start of the second half. But we talked in the pregame show with head coach Jeff Maurer. We talked about how tough that Natrona County defense is. They are not giving up. I mean, stats don't lie when you looked at the way they were standing as far as defensively coming into this ball game. And the Sheridan Bronx, they kicked short, and Dane Steele scored an 11-yard touchdown run, and we were barely 3 minutes into the game. And the Bronx were on the scoreboard. And then Colson Kuhn hit him with a 48-yard run at the end of the first quarter. Natrona County in between went on an 8-minute drive and missed the extra point. So it was 7-6 Bronx. And Kuhn hit his big one to go 14-6. And then Colson got another one with 8:05 to go. It was a 10-yard run, 21-6 at halftime. And I think the thing that what surprises me when you see stats like that, and I talked to the Sheridan Bronx head coach, and he's telling me how good this defense is on film. He goes, man, I'm watching it, and I'm thinking, these dudes are really good. And the Bronx, I probably racked up more yardage in the first half than several teams did in an entire game. They really were able to move the football.
I agree. I think, the coaching staff did a great job of getting these players ready, but I think the players, they look at those stats and say, who cares? Let's go play our game.
Yep.
And you know what? They give up 53 yards a game on the ground, and Colson Kuhn almost did that single-handedly on one play.
On one play, yeah.
Getting that 48-yard touchdown run. So, you know what? The stats don't lie, but obviously neither does, the players. They don't care what the stats say. They're going to come out and play.
They put a game plan together, and the players are executing it. And frankly, the Bronx defense has been tough. I mean, Wyatt Powell is a really good runner. He showed that. But 6 points to show for it. It was a legitimate 80-yard, 8-minute drive that they went on to score their touchdown, missed the extra point. And so then they're going, okay, 7-6, we're good. And then all of a sudden, Colson gets off on the big run, and that was like 30 seconds after they scored their touchdown. Sheridan was back in the end zone 30 seconds later. And so all of a sudden, they get punched, and they give up another one, and it's 21-6. The Bronx forced them, got a turnover, got the third touchdown. Third touchdown was after an interception.
Correct.
Well, the Bronx took it in after the interception, and then the Bronx stopped them again on downs. And then again, with Natrona driving late in the first half, the Bronx get them stopped, make them force them to kick the field goal, and they miss.
They did.
So that's where we're at, and now we're ready to get this thing underway.
And
in the second half,
pretty clean first half.
Yeah.
Not a whole lot of penalties. Some holds in there, but that can be expected when you're keeping the ball on the ground a whole lot. And we're about ready to get the second half underway.
So Gilbertson ready to go. And we'll kick it away. High end over end short kick. Fielded at about the 12-yard line. And decent return out to about the 35. Runner still on his feet. The Bronx don't drag him down. All the way to the 39. That was Rogan Potter. No, it was Longo, Evan Longo. They had him at about the 30. Takes it all the way to the 39. Just stayed on his feet and kept those legs moving. So decent field position for the Mustangs to start this third quarter with the Bronx leading at 21-6 on the range scoreboard. I just can't imagine what they're going to do differently offensively. It's just got to be more of the same.
I was just about to say.
They were effective. They just couldn't really keep it going.
See what kind of adjustments that Coach Harshman makes and see if they can even put a dent in this defense. But
Wyatt Powell will get the carry, and he'll take it from the 39 to about the 44, gain of 5. We're going to see a whole lot of that in the second half. The thing about it is you look at him. He's pretty quick. He's a pretty good-sized kid, too.
Absolutely. Big number 72, Dane Kirchner, on the tackle on that one.
Well, Liz Powell at 6 foot 215. He's all of that. He might be a little bigger.
He's a big kid.
He's a big old kid. Tough. 2nd and 5. And the give is going to go to Wickham, the running back, and he will have a first down as he plows across midfield. A little bit more purpose on those first 2 runs by Natrona County, as they have a first down on Sheridan's side of the field. And it'll be a first down. They're going to say the ball at the Sheridan, 49-yard line. So now the Bronx got to kind of dig in here a little bit, see if they can slow these Mustangs down. And it'll be the quarterback again breaking a tackle, and Powell will scamper out of bounds inside the Bronx 40. Not very good tackling right there.
No, Aiden O'Leary tried to just put a shoulder pad into him and didn't wrap up, and he just says, nope.
Well, he showed us in the first half he's got great balance.
Absolutely.
You got to if you're gonna take him down, you better get him good. 1st and 10 for the Mustangs. They are on the move quickly now inside the Bronx 40-yard line. And here they come. And again, it's going to be Wickham bouncing to the outside. Holding calls coming, though. There's a big hold on the perimeter. We saw it. Official threw the flag. So that'll back Natrona up 10. It was right at the point of attack. And I think there was a reason why Wickham probably was able to cut up underneath.
Third run, holding, offense, 10 yards from the spot. First down.
That penalty will be assessed from the 38-yard line all the way back out to the 48-yard line. So that will back up Natrona, but it's still first down. It ends up to be about a penalty of about 11 yards total. So from the 48-yard line on 1st and long for the Mustangs. Wickham going left. Wickham with room. Bouncing off tacklers. Boy, the Bronx, there's not a lot of wrapping up. That again was another trying to deliver the hit instead of the tackle. Wickham takes the ball to the 39. Got a big chunk of it right there. 2nd and a dozen now for the Mustangs. Wickham will come off. They're going to send Russell into the ball game as the running back. They're taking a look at Wickham on the sidelines. I don't know if it's an equipment issue or if they're really taking a look at him. It looks like he's in some kind of discomfort for sure. And it'll be the quarterback again, Powell. And he'll be dragged down from behind. Haswell got him at about the 33, 34-yard line. And that'll bring up 3rd. But 3rd down and what?
About 6.
3rd and 6. Big stop right here for the Bronx. One, the thing is funny, everyone knows Colson Coon's getting the ball. Everybody knows that Wyatt Powell's going to get the ball, and they're still effective. Amazing.
Well, let's see if this defense can bend their backs a little bit and get a stop here on 3rd down.
And it's going to be Russell right up the gut. The little man will have the first down. The backup running back comes in, will take the ball to the 22-yard line of the Bronx. And right now, it's all Natrona County in this opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
That was a pretty explosive run right through the hole.
Not very big. Wickham and Russell are not big guys. They are quick, though. 1st and 10 Mustangs on the Sheridan 22. 21-6 Bronx lead it as we approach the 9-minute mark here in the 3rd quarter. And again, it's Russell up the gut again. And he fights for yardage, and they'll drag him down at the 14-yard line.
Well, looks like about an 8-yard run.
They're ripping off chunks right now.
Yep, this Bronx defense needs to stiffen up a little bit.
Maybe the offensive and defensive fronts for Natrona County might have got a little bit of a boost to the system in that halftime from the coaches, maybe a little bit. And this time it's going to be the quarterback. Powell fights his way to about the 8-yard line. It'll be 1st and goal for Natrona County at the Sheridan 8.
Well, it's not like Coach Harshman's never been in this situation before.
No, exactly.
He's not panicking yet. No. He's been doing this a long time. I'm sure he gave his guys a pep talk, and right now they're performing.
And the Bronx need to kind of find the energy themselves.
Absolutely.
1st and goal from the 8. And it'll be, this time there's nowhere for Russell to go as he is taken down. And it had been Haswell again, wasn't it?
Yep.
That time, little man went nowhere, and actually he's going to go backwards to the, 12-yard line? A loss of 4? Yeah. Loss of 4 on the play. Second and goal now for the Mustangs from the Sheridan 12. Great play by Haswell. Kind of just shot the gap, and Russell really never got started before he got hit.
Well, I don't think he thought he was down because he got up and tried to run again.
So Powell will carry it to the right side, and he heads toward the goal line, and he's in. So Natrona County will score the first touchdown of the third quarter.
Well,
see if they go for 2. Flag down. Oh, no.
Oh, is it going to get called back?
Flag down on the at the 14-yard line.
In the area of holding.
Yep, it's right. It would be right in the backfield.
Well, let's see what old Ben Partlow, what the call's going to be.
Nope, it's going to go against Sheridan. Holding. How do you have defensive holding on a running play? The penalty decline.
Not sure.
Touchdown counts. I don't know how you defensive hold on a running play, but apparently you can. So 7:55 to go. Now it's the Sheridan Bronx need to answer. They're going to go for the point after.
I think they're lining up to go for 2, Trev.
Oh, they are lining up for 2. I'm sorry. I thought the kicker was out there. Well, eventually they're going to have to. You miss that extra point. You start chasing it. So the 2-point conversion try. Mustangs line up. We're having a little bit of a delay here. Referee's going to come over to the Natrona County sidelines.
I think they might be talking about where to, maybe they could assess that penalty on the kickoff for the defensive holding, but I don't think so.
Penalties on a scoring drive by the defense. Therefore, the penalty can be carried out from the kickoff. Will administer 10 yards on the kickoff.
So they'll kick from the 50.
So they will administer that penalty.
They will kick from the 50-yard line instead of the 40 on the kickoff. So the Bronx probably won't get much of a return.
Well, the way they've been just kind of pooch kicking it, you never know. Maybe they'll try to put one deep.
Quarterback going to throw. Back of the end zone, got a man, and it is incomplete. So they try for the 2-point. It's no good. I don't know why you throw. Oh, boy. Running the ball so effective, and then you throw. 21-12. Bronx lead it after they missed the 2-point conversion. Bronx up on the range scoreboard. You listen to Bronx football on KWYO and 106.9 FM.
The weather is so unpredictable this time of year. Is your vehicle or tires ready? Chris Hayden with Hammer Chevrolet.
Bob, with our tire price match guarantee, you don't have to wait for a tire sale. We carry all the brand name tires at the guaranteed lowest price. If your vehicle's in need of any mechanical repairs, we have the latest in diagnostic and repair equipment. We offer an oil change, tire rotation, and 27-point inspection. Hammers is your full-service dealership, and we value your business. Schedule online at hammerchevy.com or call us.
This is State Senator Dave Kinski, and you're listening to Sheridan Media Sports.
And welcome back, everybody. Well, the Mustangs now will kick off from the 50-yard line. I think you just tell your kicker to blast out of the back of the end zone. I don't know why anyone would give them a chance to run the ball back.
Well, so far tonight they haven't. Mm-hmm. They've been just kind of pooch kicking it up.
Yep. And taking advantage of that and letting the Bronx, they did give the Bronx some pretty good field position early. I think the opening drive of the game, they had it's like their 47-yard line or something like that.
Yeah, but I think you're right. I mean, if you can, just kick it out of the back of the end zone.
Give it to them on the 20 and let's go, I think.
Make them drive the length of the field.
Yeah.
Because we all know what Sheridan's special teams can do.
This will be the easiest touchback that this kid will ever have. Kicking it, should be able to blast this into the street behind the stadium.
A little bit more fire in the crowd now.
Yep, or onside kick opportunity. Nope, they'll just boom it out of there, yep. As we thought, and it's a touchback. And the Sheridan Bronx now will have the ball for the first time in the second half from their own 20. And the way the crowd got really jacked up, obviously. Here come the Mustangs. Now, missing the 2-point takes a little steam out of it. Because now it's 21-12. So it takes a little bit of the steam out of the touchdown. It really does. But I think Sheridan Bronx needed an answer right here for that. Need to go on a drive of their own or bust off a big one. Get Natrona's defense back on their heels. Because they were challenged at halftime. 21-12, Bronx lead here with 8 minutes left in the third quarter. And it's going to be Gilbertson, actually a direct snap, fake handoff. Kuhn will keep it.
Looks like he got a first down.
And he's going to pick up 11 yards out across the 30. Again, it was Dane Steele that came in motion. And Colson picks up 11 to the 31-yard line. Nice play call there. Some of the Natrona guys, several of them bit on the fake, which kind of surprised me. And
all right, first
looks
and
like
10.
Colson is going to stay in the ball game as taking the snaps. I can't tell. Just a real bad angle right here for us.
Right.
And it will be Kuhn getting the handoff. Fumbles the football. It's loose. Oh, boy. Natrona says they have it. The ball came out. Mustang football to 40. Here we go. The momentum shift. There you go.
Boy, that's the last thing that you want to do.
I don't know who was running the ball. I couldn't tell when they came out of there with the ball. It was a very good run, and then it just squirted out.
I'm not sure if it was maybe an in around to Kettner.
Couldn't tell.
Couldn't tell who had the ball.
So
they didn't even really take a big hit, just kind of maybe shifting the ball to his outside arm, and it just popped out.
Wow, now Natrona County will have it as the Sheridan 41-yard line. Momentum shift is now complete.
It is indeed.
Now the Bronx defense really has to, they got to go back to work.
They got to dig in.
Powell running, hit.
Going nowhere.
And he got about a yard. You can give him the 40-yard line, that'll be it. That's more like it. I'll tell you what, he's a tough kid. He takes a lot of punishment.
You know, a missed extra point, a missed two-point conversion, and a missed field goal tonight for Natrona.
Yep. Kicking game, special teams. Each
Bronx
team has a turnover.
A two-possession game at this point.
Yep. And the Bronx, again, now the gauntlet's been thrown down. Russell, the little running back up.
All right.
To Wickham. Picks up about 4 or 5.
You know, you always hear the phrase, bend but don't break. So let's see what this defense can do.
We'll call it 3rd and 5 for the Mustangs. The ball spotted at the Sheridan 36-yard line. And Powell ready to go again on 3rd and 5. Powell coming left. Powell to the edge. Breaks a tackle and gets near the 30. He'll have a first down, I believe. Depends on the spot, but it looks like he got it.
I think he got it by about a yard, maybe 2.
So first down for the Mustangs at the Bronx 30. Just got to slow him down. Defense has got to try to make something happen. 21-12, Bronx leads, 6 minutes and 7 seconds to go in the third quarter, and the give goes to Russell. He'll take it to the 24-yard line.
I think Jackson Lynn came up and made the stop on that one, but not until after a gain of about 6.
Almost 7.
7?
Yeah. We'll call it 2nd and 4, gain of 6 inside the Bronx 25. And it's going to be Russell again to about the 21-yard line. And it'll be 3rd and short for the Mustangs at the Bronx 21. Well, now we know the Bronx have to answer. So each team with a turnover, but again, the kicking game has really been the demise so far in this game of the Mustangs. 3rd and short. And the quarterback running to the right will have the first down. It's Powell inside the 20 to the 19. It was really close. I think he got it. They're going to take a look at it first. It looks like it's right on the spot. Referee's going to take a look at it. And it's first down. So 1st and 10 for the Mustangs on the Sheridan 19. Well, make them burn some more clock. If you're going to, make them work as much clock as you possibly can, I guess. 1st and 10 Mustangs at the Sheridan 19. And it'll be the running back again. Russell trying to get to the outside. He turns the corner, and then will be taken down around the 14-yard line. So some good speed on the perimeter there.
Yep, just patient, waiting for that block to get there, and then he hits that edge. Just nice run.
Gain of 6 on first down, 2nd and 4 for the Mustangs at the Sheridan 14.
Sheridan 14.
Wickham this time right up the middle for good yardage. The Bronx will finally get him piled up, but he's inside the 10 at about the 8.
That'll be a first down.
First and goal for the Mustangs on the Sheridan 8. Here they come.
6-yard pickup. First and goal, Mustangs.
First and goal now at the Sheridan 8-yard line for Natrona County. 4:05 to play, clock running, third quarter. Bronx still leading at 21-12. Powell. Wickham again. This time they get him stopped at about the 4-yard line. And that'll bring up second and goal from the 4-yard line. Boy, good crowd tonight. They filled in late for Natrona County. A lot of Sheridan folks came.
I was just about to mention, looking across the field to the visitor sidelines.
Yeah, maybe some of the freshman fans stayed. They played a little earlier today. Wickham again to about the 2. Third and goal from the 2-yard line.
Middle of October, weather's good. People made that 2-hour drive down to Casper. Why not?
The wind is completely gone now, which has been nice. Had a pretty nice day for Casper this time of year.
Absolutely.
Third and goal from the 1. They're going to load up and go heavy right here. Heavy, heavy, heavy set, and they jump. Oh, the tackle on the right side jumped, and that'll move the ball back to about the 6 or 7-yard line. Ooh, whoops.
Prior to snap, their ball. Ball started.
They moved the ball now to the 6-yard line.
Second down.
This is third down, isn't it? So I thought it's third down. Correct yourself, it's third down. Thank you, sir.
Correction, third down.
Thank you very much. It's like, give me an extra one.
But we've had some down discrepancies with Sheridan.
It can happen.
It can. Against East. East was awarded a 5th down in that game.
Third and goal now for the Mustangs from the Sheridan 6. Bring a man in motion near side, back to the far side. And it's going to be the quarterback, Powell, running wide. Ducking underneath, heads to the goal line, and he is short. At the 1-yard line, it'll be 4th and goal at the 1. Well, you know who's going to get the ball. Powell's going to get it on the next snap. Bronx are making him work for it, though.
Absolutely.
Under 2.5 to go. Clock still running. Third quarter. 4th and goal for the Mustangs at the Sheridan 1-yard line. Well, maybe some of this will false start for us. Well, the Bronx definitely making them work for it. 4th and goal for Natrona at the Bronx 1-yard line. And it'll be Powell running left, and he will be in for the score. So Natrona County makes the Bronx pay with that turnover, and they score back-to-back touchdowns to start the second half.
Well, we talked about it a little bit earlier. Sheridan turns the ball over, Natrona turned the ball over, and Sheridan took advantage. Well, Natrona just repaid him for it as Sheridan turned it over on the fumble, and they punch it in.
21-18 now the score, and the kicker Potter on for the point after. And the kick is up, and it is good with 1:58 to play in the third quarter on the Range scoreboard. It's Sheridan 21, Natrona County 19. You're listening to Bronx Football on 1410 KWYO and 106.9 FM.
Cool evenings mean it's time to get ready for those colder days ahead. How do your corrals look? Farmers Co-op has the panels and other fencing materials to get them fixed. Are your bunks in good shape? Farmers Co-op can help you with those as well. Need to order some livestock vaccines? Yep, Farmers Co-op is the place. Whatever you need to get your place in shape for the cold months ahead, you'll find it at Farmers Co-op, owned by those they serve at 1450 Coffeen Avenue here in Sheridan.
This is Dr. Michelle Meehan, and you're listening to Sheridan Media Sports.
Well, the gauntlet's been thrown down. Natrona County back in at 21-19. Bronx lead now. Back-to-back touchdowns from Powell after the Bronx fumble. They smash it in, and we got a long way to go. Just 1:58 left in the third, but the Bronx need to answer.
All right. While we're waiting for this kickoff, we did get a little bit of unofficial results from the regional cross country. Unofficially, I did receive notice that the Sheridan boys and girls both finished second.
Awesome. Very good.
To Cheyenne Central. Austin Acres finished second in the boys race. Haven't heard any individual results for the girls, but congratulations to them, and they'll be running in Ethity next week.
Awesome for the state championships. And Potter to kick it away. Low squib kick on the ground. Will be picked up, fumbled, and then laid on top of the Bronx will have it at the 28-yard line. It was Taryn Grooms, wasn't it? Yep, Taryn. That's a tough ball to pick up.
That is. He tried to handle it, and then when it kind of bobbled it, he just fell on it, which is the right thing to do.
So Taryn makes the play, 1st and 10 Bronx, and they'll be at the their own 29-yard line. Well, now it's time to go back to work. Crunch time now. Natrona's back in it now. At 21-19, the Bronx lead on the range scoreboard.
And they definitely have the momentum.
They've got it all now. Their crowd's back in it.
You bet.
They were really quiet in the first half and halftime, especially after the missed field goal at the end of the half. They were really quiet. And not anymore, my friends. And the snap will go to Gilbertson. He'll fight for yardage. Nice play by Cale. It was kind of a low snap, and there was no doubt he was just going to go. And he gets something when there wasn't a whole lot there.
Pick up about 4?
Yep. 2nd and 6.
When it looked like he was going to be stopped for a loss of 2?
Ball sits at the 33-yard line now, the Bronx. 2nd and 6. And the snap to Kuhn. Fakes the hand, run with it now. And pick up maybe 4 more. It'll be 3rd and 2 for the Bronx at their own 38. Clock continued to run here in the third quarter. 1 minute to go in the third period. Bronx lead 21-19. And the Bronx will set again. 3rd and 2 for the Bronx. Spot the ball just shy of that 38. So 3rd and a long 2, we'll call it. If there is such a thing as a long 2 and a short 2, I don't know. It's kind of a dumb football term to say, I guess. Bronx will make a big shift here. Kuhn's going to take the snap. Garrett, or I should say Colson, running left, breaking tackles, midfield, and more. Stiff arm at the 40. He's going to be dragged out of bounds by Natrona County. I said Garrett. You know what? You put that into my head today because you were talking about him playing.
I did.
At Montana State.
Yes, last week. I got to watch. They had it on the TV, so... Fourth quarter, Garrett got some carries. And
well, that was Colson right there, by the way.
That was Colson.
He wasn't doing double duty. That was Colson all the way to the Natrona 40. Boy, they just loaded up heavy on that right side, ran to the short side of the field. Now Colson will come off, and Taryn Grooms will come on in the running back spot. Give him a little bit of a rest here. 1st and 10 Bronx up to Natrona 40. Going to bring a man in motion, penalty flag down. It's going to go against the Bronx. It'll probably be holding, right?
That was Dane Steele on the end around.
That flag came out early before there was even any contact made.
Wonder if there was motion, maybe? Because the play was allowed to go.
Yeah. False start.
Oh.
So it's a 5-yarder. That's better than a 10er. So it'll be 1st and 15. Still a first down.
Illegal formation.
Okay. Illegal formation, 5-yard penalty, back to the 45-yard line of Natrona.
I'm guessing one of the wideouts probably didn't get quite up on the line of scrimmage.
And Colson Kuhn back into the ball game. Gilby in there at the quarterback spot. 1st and 15 now from the Natrona 45. And Gilbertson will take the snap. Kuhn will leave the backfield on 1st and 15. Low snap. Gilby to throw. Steps into it over the middle. Got a man. It's going to be caught. Oh, what a catch. And it's tackles broken by Steele. He takes it to the 12-yard line. In traffic. What a grab.
Wow.
He knew he was going to get hit, too. And he took a big shot and then broke the tackle and goes to the 12. Great throw by Gilby.
Showed some great patience waiting for Dane to get open, and he was covered fairly well.
He took a big shot, and look at that. He stays on his feet, breaks 2 tackles, and takes it to the 12. And the quarter has come to, quarter has come to an end. Third quarter done. Bronx driving again. 21-19. Bronx lead it on the range scoreboard. You're listening to Bronx football on KWYO and 106.9 FM.
Mark Thursday, October 20th on your calendar as a day to start a new career with McDonald's.
Wow.
McDonald's is hosting a hiring day event. Come in at McDonald's on Coffin Avenue on Thursday, October 20th from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. and interview for a number of positions,
really
full and part-time. Take advantage of the numerous benefits, including the work today, get paid tomorrow, and telehealth now available. Stop by McDonald's on Coffin Avenue anytime Thursday, October 20th for a hiring day event.
Hi, this is DJ Dearcorn of First Federal Bank and Trust, and you are listening to Sheridan Media Sports.
Well, got to have a touchdown now, Ryan. We're talking during the timeout. Got to have a touchdown now. That is a huge play. What a great catch.
Yeah.
There was enough traffic there, and we thought, I don't know, it's one of those things. He did a nice job hanging on to it.
He did.
And then somehow doesn't get tackled and stayed on his feet. Great individual effort. Nice throw by Gilby.
Yep.
As you said, he waited and waited until Dane was open.
He made a nice read. He went through his progressions. Steele came open and went up and made a nice catch and got probably an extra 8 to 10 yards off the contact.
Now you got to finish. 1st and 10 for the Bronx at the Natrona County 12-yard line. As we go here to the fourth quarter, 21-19, the Bronx are leading it. 1st and 10 from the Natrona County 12. And again, the Bronx need to make it happen on this drive because they put themselves in the spot now. Gilbertson to throw. Got a man open. God, touchdown! Oh, and a great play. Everything went to the left, Ryan, and they went back to the right, and I think it was Steele, wasn't it?
I think it was Dane.
Wow.
I do, and he was wide open.
The flow of the play went left. Gilby made it great. He just kind of looked everybody off, and the man was wide open.
Yep, and we do have a Natrona County player down on the field.
So the Bronx answer quickly. So they answer
6 seconds into the fourth quarter.
Unbelievable. Well, done that kind of a night, but they do answer. They had to have it.
They did.
After the big play, they had to have it. And Natrona County player coming off under his own power, but looks like pretty gingerly on that right leg.
Yeah.
Not putting any weight on it.
Yeah. Hope the best for that young man.
Don't like to see kids getting hurt, that's for sure. So,
but boy, what a big drive. Sheridan needed that.
Huge. That was, especially starting on their own 20-yard line. Chips are down, momentum had swung, and you hit them with a couple of big plays. A nice run by Colson to kind of set that thing up, and then the big pass play. Cale threw a great ball. And that was just a great catch by Dane Steele in traffic. And now Kuhn for the point after. Again, we're just underway in the fourth quarter. We're 6 seconds into the fourth quarter. And the extra point is up, and the extra point is good. With 11:54 to play, the Bronx have extended the lead. On the range scoreboard, it is Sheridan 29, Natrona County 12. You're listening to Natrona County, 19, I should say. So it's 29-19. Bronx go up by 10. You're listening to Bronx football on KWY on 106.9 FM.
Hi, this is Elizabeth.
And JT with EBIA Hearing and Sound. Hearing well is living well, and we're here to help.
Not only are we able to provide premier hearing aid technology with Bluetooth and AI, but we can address the environment in which you are hearing.
Our sound consultation services tailor solutions to fit your needs. Whether at work, at church, or at home, if you're struggling to hear, we can help.
Call EBIA Hearing and Sound today, 674-8920. That's 674-8920.
And welcome back, everybody. Well, we said when they kicked off and got the ball at the 20-yard line, they had to go 80 yards and answer, and they did.
And they did. Maybe, if the momentum hasn't shifted back to Sheridan, they've at least evened it out a little bit now.
Got a little bit more breathing room. Got a long way to go here. The Bronx need to stop, though. Don't want to start all of a sudden getting into a scoring contest with this crew at home. So Ty Gilbertson ready to boot it away. Rogan Wickham back deep. 28-19, I meant to say. Low line drive kick. This will be returnable. It's going to be Rogan from the 6. Or it's Land, from the 6. So, no, it's Wickham. And now he's going to reverse field, and the Bronx run him down. As soon as the return man either stops his momentum or tries to change directions, you're usually toast. And that time Wickham kind of started to dance, and when that happens, you just let those guys come at you. And he probably lost a good 5, 6, 7 yards on that, because going straight ahead, he probably would have been okay.
The Bronx kickoff team did a good job of staying in their lanes.
Good coverage,
because it looked like he was going to reverse that and get to the outside on the far side of the field, and those guys on the far side just stayed in their lanes and were right there to greet him.
28-19 Bronx lead. I said before it was 29-19. 8, and figure out how to do your math. In fourth quarter, Bronx lead at 28-19. First and 10 for the Mustangs inside their own 20. And it'll be the running back Wickham straight ahead to about the 26-yard line. Looks like a gain of about 7 on first down. Boy, there's some hitting going on, too.
There is.
I'll tell you what, the Bronx defense really is smacking their running backs around. These are the tough guys. Well, they all are. But the Bronx have really...
Well, and it looks like Natrona's really committed to pounding the football in the running game this second half.
It'll be the quarterback this time, Wyatt Powell. He really got popped. Gained about a yard, but he really got a shot there.
Not sure. I think that was Colin Cust that came up and made that tackle. Number 21.
Third, and we'll call it 3 for the Mustangs. The ball is spotted on their 20, we'll call it the 26-yard line. So 3rd and 3 for the Mustangs. Under 11 minutes to go, fourth quarter. Bronx lead 28-19. And it's going to be Powell again. Coming to the right. And he's met by 3 or 4 Bronx. And still will have the first down. Well, if 3 or 4 Bronx hit him, he is really you talk about running downhill. Woo.
Yep, both running backs on either team don't go down on first contact, do they?
Not very often. Well, we know Colson Kuhn doesn't usually.
Right.
And they've put Powell down a few times, but he's done a really nice job. First and 10 Mustangs at their own 31. Russell, the little guy, bounces to the outside. Flag down. Probably get a hold here. Back near the line of scrimmage.
Hold on that outer edge as he tried to cut up field.
And it's holding against Natrona County. Again, that's a spot foul inside the 35-yard line, I think, is where I saw the flag fly.
Yeah. Yep, it's right at about the 34, maybe?
34-yard line, so that's a 10-yarder.
Yep.
It'll still be first down. It'll be first and about 17. So it looks like it'll be about first and 17, first and 18, something like that.
From about the 24?
That's about right. Yep. So first and 18 for the Mustangs. Well, that's all right. Make them work for it.
Clock continues to run.
That's right. Clock continues to run. Keep making them work for it. Make them grind it. First and long. Running back's got it, and he goes nowhere. Maybe a yard or two. There wasn't much there. The Bronx really did a nice job just blowing up the line of scrimmage that time.
Boy, those guys in the trenches, man. On both sides of the ball.
They're going to sleep well tonight,
yes,
as they say.
Will.
They will have a post-game dinner of some sort, and then they will all sleep very well tonight. It's been a well-played game. We've had a few penalties maybe more than we would think, but it's been, you talk about a kind of a back-and-forth momentum type of game.
Absolutely.
Second and long for the Mustangs. And they're going to throw a little bubble screen. And 30, and then the man slipped down again. We've seen that a few times. Colson Kuhn's...
Oh, and we got a flag down.
And a flag down. Colson Kuhn will be credited for the tackle, but the receiver did kind of slip at the end.
Well, the Bronx had some good pressure, and he stepped around that first tackler, and then Colson came in and cleaned it up.
And the call is... No.
Waving it off.
So it'll be third down for the Mustangs. Third and about 3rd and 10? Yeah, 3rd and 11. We'll call it 3rd and 10. No, 3rd and 10. So they get the ball back to the 32. They need to cross the 42 for a first down. So 3rd and 10 Mustangs. Oh, the Bronx would love a good down and distance thing right here. Make these guys punt. They haven't punted yet. Bronx have punted once. Natrona County hasn't. Turned it over on downs, threw an interception, missed a field goal. 3rd and 10. Going to throw underneath. It's going to be caught, and it'll be a first down. Doggone it. Oh, they needed 10, got 11. Oh, son of a gun.
No, I think they're going to measure.
Well, they're going to give him the 42. Well, you know what? Right now, in the fourth quarter, if it's short, Natrona's going
first
to go.
down.
Yeah, they got it. Yep.
Just taking a better look at it.
So that's like the 3rd time tonight on 3rd and long the Mustangs have kept the drive alive. 28-19 Bronx lead. Here in the fourth quarter, 8:53 to play on the range scoreboard. Wickham up the gut, or it's Russell breaking tackles, and he will cross midfield into Bronx territory all the way down to the Bronx 42-yard line. At times it's been good tackling tonight by the Bronx. At other times, these little running backs for Natrona have proved to be elusive as far as getting them on the ground.
Looks like Natrona's going to a little bit of a hurry-up offense.
1st and 10 for the Mustangs at the Sheridan 42. Quarterback, Powell, trying to bounce to the outside. They get him up high, and it was Colson Kuhn up on his back, rode him down, and maybe got a yard, huh? Yeah, give him 1 to the 41. 2nd and 9 coming for the Mustangs.
Just got confirmation. Congratulations to Coach Zarpentine and the Sheridan Lady Bronx. They get their 2nd conference win of the season, knocking off Cheyenne South in 4 sets.
You have a fan, by the way. I just got a text.
Oh, good.
You have a fan. And the give will go to Russell again. Boy, he'll take it all the way to the 35, 34-yard line. Man. They've got kind of a 3-prong attack here with the 2 small running backs and that big old quarterback. It's 3rd and 2 at the Bronx 34-yard line for the Mustangs. 7.5 to go. Clock running fourth quarter. 28-19 Bronx lead.
Well, Natrona came with a game plan in the second half now, didn't they?
And now we got to stop the clock from running here. I don't know what. Now they're going to wind it.
Reset the game clock, the play clock.
And it will be the quarterback again, Wyatt Powell, and he will have the first down inside the Bronx 30. And here they come again. And it is, I'll tell you what, it's just power football. It's just grinded out.
It is.
It's nothing fancy. It's not chuck and duck. It's just smash mouth right now by this Natrona offense. They're going to ride their horse. Wyatt Powell ready to go. 1st and 10 from the Sheridan 28. And it'll go to the running back to about the 25-yard line. Gain of 3. Haswell with a tackle on Wickham. 7 minutes to go. Bronx lead it 28-19. Well, you got to figure Bronx probably need another touchdown.
Yeah.
You need another score. You need another touchdown. Depending on how this all goes down, but I think definitely they got to be thinking we need another one.
Absolutely.
And this time the quarterback Powell will keep it, smash his way to near the 20. They'll give him the 19-yard line. It'll be about a yard shy of the first down.
I'm seeing that the Sheridan Bronx, anytime that runner comes by, instead of wrapping up, they're trying to strip that ball out, and it's giving Natrona an extra 3-4 yards.
Yeah.
You know what? Wrap them up, and
3rd and a yard for the Mustangs from the Sheridan 19. And it's Powell again looking for a spot, finds the spot, and he will have the first down. To get everybody piled up, unpiled.
Let's see what they're going to do.
We got to
take a look at it.
And he has the first down. He needed a yard, and that's got a little bit more than that. So 1st and 10 for Natrona County. And the ball will be right around the Sheridan 17-yard line, I think. Or they're going to call it they'll call it the 18-yard line. So 1st and 10 for Natrona County at the Bronx 18 with just under 6 minutes to play on the clock running here in the fourth quarter. Bronx lead at 28-19. Going to give it to Wickham. Cuts back, still on his feet. and fights his way to near the 10-yard line.
You know, Sheridan's getting a little bit of taste of their own medicine right now because that's a lot of the same play that, you know, Colson Kuhn runs a lot. And right now, Sheridan can't stop it.
They've been out there for a lot of snaps.
The defense has been on the field a lot this second half.
Yeah, and you start that wearing down. The ball spotted at the 11-yard line, by the way, on second down. And it's going to be Wickham running wide again. Will cut underneath and be taken down. He'll have a first down at about the Sheridan 7. So here come the Mustangs again.
You know, a couple weeks ago, Coach Mallory talked about, you know, not being fourth quarter ready. But in the last couple games, the Bronx have had to be fourth quarter ready. And, you know, hopefully, you know, those two games have gotten ready for this fourth quarter because this last 5 minutes is going to be a dogfight.
It's something else right now. And it's going to be Powell cut down. Who got him? In the backfield, was it? Well, Colson Kuhn got him right around the ankle and took him down. Well, that's how you tackle a big guy. Get low, baby, right? Get low. And now it's second and goal at the 8 from what, the 8-yard line, 7-yard line? 8-yard line. Lost a yard on that last play. And it's going to be Wickham up the gut to about the 4. Maybe even the 3. And third and goal now for the Mustangs. Again, the Bronx make them earn it.
Well, with 4.5 to go, they're in 4-down territory anyway. So they've got 2 downs.
2 cracks at it from the 4. Hey, keep them out there as long as you can. Let that clock become the enemy. Get it on your side. I think a full complement of timeouts, though, by both clubs. On third and goal from the 4. And it's Wickham to the 3 or the 2. 4th and goal. Natrona's going to got to burn a timeout here, don't they? Think it's over. Well, or you just go. An injured Natrona player down after everybody unpiled. And so they'll come on the field and take a look at the injured player. So that will stop play for right now. And 3 minutes, 56 seconds left in the fourth quarter. The Bronx lead 28-19 on the range scoreboard. And the injured player's coming off. And it looks like it's Wickham, the running back. It is. Maybe an ankle.
Maybe got twisted up a little bit there in the pile.
Because there was a huge pile up at the spot of the collision as he comes off. 4th and goal, Mustangs. And they're sending a field goal unit out? Wow. Really? I can't believe they're going to kick a field goal.
Well, 2-possession game, right?
2-possession game, so I guess you got to get it sometime, right?
Right.
Okay, so it's a short field goal, the 20-yarder by Potter. Right in the middle of the field. They'd elect to go for the extra point field goal, and it is good. So, with 3:55 to go in the ball game, on the range scoreboard, it is now Sheridan 28, Natrona County 22. You're listening to Bronx Football on KWYO on 106.9 FM.
Planning a project that requires block, brick, or stone? You need to contact the folks at Thompson Master Masons. They have the largest selection of brick and stone in town and 38 years of experience behind their work. Chances are, if it could be done, they've done it. Let Thompson's help you choose the best application for your specific project. Residential or commercial, give Thompson Master Masons a call, 672-7971. Or stop by their showroom at 135 East 11th Street.
This is Troy Baker with Hammer Chevrolet, and you're listening to Sheridan Media Sports.
Well, we said Natrona County got themselves back in it. And now it's the ball is, as they say, for the Sheridan Bronx. It's in their court. It is in their court right now. The Bronx lead 28-22. So any kind of points you could get puts you in a good spot. I mean, if you had a 10th field goal, if you made a field goal, you're good. Get a touchdown, you're really good. But again, just 3 minutes, 55 seconds goes to the Bronx. You know what? Probably keep the ball on the ground, obviously. Unless maybe you want to try to catch Natrona nap and throw a pass. But it could all start right here with a good return. The Bronx right now have a bunch of guys. They don't trust Natrona County to kick this away. They think it's going to be an onside. Have one man back deep. Boy, you better be hustling back if they kick it away. Remember, it's a live ball. See what the Mustangs do. They will kick it away. A short pooch kick heading toward the sidelines, and it will go out of bounds. So the Bronx get a big break right there.
Yep.
So get the ball on the, 35-yard line?
Or they could make Natrona re-kick it if they really wanted to. But I think at this point in the game, you take it at the 35 and try to run some clock.
We're going to have to run it anyway, right? That's what they're thinking.
All right. So we just got some confirmation. So it's confirmed that the varsity cross-country teams, both boys and girls, placed second down at the regional down in Cheyenne today. We had 3 boys in the top 10, so they are awarded all conference. So Austin Akers was second. Landrum Wiley was third, and Robbie Miller 7th.
Awesome. And here we go.
And I'll get you the girls' results here in a moment.
1st and 10 Bronx. You got Taryn Grooms in the backfield right now. Colson Kuhn will be your quarterback. And Dane Steele will line up with him in the backfield. 1st and 10. They're going to give it to Dane, and he'll lose 2 or 3. Clock will continue to run. Now it's a loss on the play of just a yard, so 2nd and 11.
And the girls also had 3 all-conference award winners. Kaylee Alica was 5th. Allie Fowler was 9th, and Alexa Miller was 10th. So congratulations to all of those. And Coach Art Bowers doing a great job, and see if they can continue it next week down at the state cross-country meet.
Thank Art for the info. And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Bronx. They were just a little late getting to that play, so the Bronx will burn a timeout with 3:14 to go. The Bronx burn their first timeout. They lead 28-22. You're listening to Bronx Football on KWY on 106.9 FM.
The law offices of Chapman, Valdez, and Lansing has offices in Sheridan and Casper ready to protect the freedoms and rights of the citizens of Wyoming. Michael Lansing, McCole Soto, and Wade McCool provide competent local legal counsel focused on small businesses, real estate transactions, guardianships, employee protections, and personal injury. Michael, McCole, and Wade will aggressively, timely, and ethically protect your rights 24/7. Proud to support all local youth activities.
This is Dr. Dana Leroy with Leroy Family Dental, and you're listening to Sheridan Media Sports.
Welcome back, everybody. Well, the Bronx, the play just got in there a little bit late. They burned the timeout. That's okay. Got to make sure you're on the same page. Bronx lead at 28-22. Natrona County has all 3 of their timeouts left. And the Bronx, what they want to do is make first downs.
Well, and the Bronx have had a couple close games this year, so they're not panicking right now. They've been in these close games, so they'll do what they need to do.
Bronx make their big shift. Colson Kuhn's your quarterback, and he will run to the right, looking for some room. And he'll be bottled up, still finding his way forward. Good gain. The ball came out. Natrona County says they have it, do they? Oh, boy, that came out late.
Yep.
But it's a fumble. Natrona County football. Oh, boy. You got to be kidding me.
Well, we talked about it. Maury talked about it on the pregame show that Natrona turned it over a lot against the East. And this is, the third turnover?
Nightmare.
Third turnover for the Bronx tonight?
Nightmare turnover.
When all you got to do is run out the clock.
You got to run it out. Natrona have the timeouts to burn. First down for NC at the Sheridan 49-yard line. Oh, boy.
And this defense has been on the field a
long time, and the Mustangs are really right now. Oh, boy.
The Bronx 49-yard line.
Bronx are in big trouble now.
3 minutes.
Wow. Powell gets the snap. It'll go to the running back. Not a whole lot there. I think that was Russell. So a gain to the 46-yard line, a gain of 3. 2nd and 7 for Natrona County. And we're watching that clock now. Oh, boy. My goodness. Under 3 to go. 28-22, Bronx lead. Quarterback. Actually, it's going to be the running backs again, and maybe got a yard. Kind of a busted play.
Okay, so 3rd and long.
So 3rd and 6. 3rd and 6 for the Mustangs. Well, they're reported on territory, so it doesn't really matter. I mean, they have to go now.
Yep, being down by 6.
Yeah,
you got to.
You got to go.
Field goal don't do you any good.
No, field goal does nothing, so you got to go. So 3rd and 6 in the Bronx 45. And it's going to be Powell. And he cuts back. They'll get him swallowed up, and he'll be short, so it'll be 4th down. Late flag. What's this all about?
That comes in from the back judge, so not really sure what he saw.
Holding Natrona. Oh, boy, that's so big. You got to take the yardage. You can't let them have it 4th and short. It would be 4th and 2. Do you go 4th and 2 or back them up? You got to back them up.
Yep, you got to back them up.
Yeah. Oh, boy, that would be
So let's see where we're assessing it from.
Offense, 10-yard penalty from the end of the run because the foul was beyond the end of the run. 3rd down.
Okay.
Good explanation from our referee, Ben Partlow. And now we're waiting to see them where they're going to assess the play. They'll take the penalty from about the 4. So they're going to back this up, Ryan, to the 40.
So it's going to be
Natrona County's
going to be 3rd and about 11, maybe 12.
Natrona has the ball on their side of the field now. It's 3rd and let's call it 3rd and 13.
Yeah.
3rd and 13 for the Mustangs. This is a huge 3rd down call for the Bronx defense. This is a monster right here. Now the Mustangs have converted 3 times tonight, 3rd and long. 3rd and 13 for the Mustangs. The ball on their own 48 after the holding call. 1:54 clock running in the 4th quarter. Bronx lead 28-22. And now Natrona County will burn a timeout, and so will we. You're listening to Bronx football on KWYO at 106.9
One
FM.
season, 2 halves, 4 quarters, 1 halftime, 1 final whistle. A season of memories to last a lifetime. Don't let distractions turn those memories into tragedies. Texting while driving is a dangerous distraction. Sending or reading a text takes your eyes off the road for 5 seconds. At 55 miles per hour, that's like driving the length of an entire football field with your eyes closed. Whether you're driving to the game or down the court, YDOT reminds you to stop the text and stop the wrecks.
Paid for by YDOT Federal 402 funding.
This is State Senator Dave Kinski, and you're listening to Sheridan Media Sports.
Well, Natrona County has to burn that timeout. And 3rd and 13 after the holding call. The ball spotted on their 48. Well, that was a big break for the Bronx. Gets them a little bit of a rest, too.
It does.
Defense. 1:50 to play. Natrona County with 2 timeouts left.
All right, another scores in the 4A. Rock Springs in the 4th quarter leads Laramie 28-7. Thunder Basin leads Kelly Walsh 28-6 in the 3rd. Central's up on Campbell County 35-10.
And a big snap here for the Bronx defense. 3rd and 13. And they're going to run a reverse. And the Bronx have it piled up pretty good. Oh, yeah, they do. They're going to lose a yard. Now 4th and 14 or 15 coming. The Bronx sniffed that out.
Jackson Lynn came up from his linebacker position, and he read that all the way.
The Bronx had it all the way as they ran the reverse, and they lose. Actually, didn't. They gave him, gave him back the line of scrimmage. So 4th and 13 now for the Mustangs. Here's your ball game. Either you convert and keep your drive alive, or the Sheridan Bronx will take over on downs. Oh, this is a biggie. That was a big play right there. This is also, you feel like they're going to throw it. They're going to call a timeout.
I'm not sure that they've thrown it once in the second half yet.
They threw a couple early, way incomplete. Remember the real bad pass that he threw?
Oh, yes.
But they haven't thrown it much. It's been ground and pound. And so Natrona County calls a timeout. We'll just keep it here. And they got to talk to, I don't know what you do here. 4th and 13, you know the Bronx are saying, look, the defensive coaches have gone all the way back to the playbook about Natrona County. They know Natrona County's kind of a trick play kind of team. They'll run reverses and stuff. Sheridan Bronx are kind of that, we'll run some of that stuff. So you kind of got to be ready for everything. We know one thing. It's 4th and 13, and they're not going to punt.
That's right. Yep. Well, we kind of already mentioned the old Thunderbolt today.
That was, the old, as we knew it in the old days, the Thunderbolt. And, it's too bad it was played at 2. It would have been nicer. I'd have loved to have seen that today. I'm assuming if you were there, it was a big crowd today. The folks had to go out. So I talked to some Sheridan people. They said, hey, we're going to the game. I'm like, hey, I would too if I was going to be here.
Absolutely.
And so it was Bighorn converting on an interception and a block punt for touchdowns.
Correct.
And they win 14-0. The defenses must have been fabulous today for both teams.
Both those teams are playing really well right now. Just because Tongue River loses, don't count them out.
I want to see them play.
How fun would that be to see those two face off in Laramie?
In another month. Okay, here we go. 4th and 13 for the Mustangs on their own 48-yard line. And the quarterback to throw. Powell, chuck and duck down the middle. Got a man. It's going to be caught. Oh, boy. At the 32-yard line. No, they're going to say incomplete. No, it's a catch.
Yep, it's a catch.
I thought it was. At the 31-yard line of the Bronx, here come the Mustangs.
Wow, what a big play.
4th and, boy, that's the 4th time tonight they've converted either 3rd or 4th and long. Minute and a half to go. Going to give it to the running back, Russell. Breaking tackles, and the Bronx had him for about a 1-yard gain, and he's going to pick up about 4. Again, clock continues to run. Natrona County not really in that big of a hurry. They've got 1 timeout left. Gain of 4, 2nd and 6 inside the Bronx 30. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. Powell to throw. Screen pass underneath. Man's going to be dropped and stopped. A gain of maybe 2 to the 25-yard line of the Bronx.
26-yard line, maybe?
Oh, they didn't quite give him the 25, so they give him the 26. So 3rd and 5.
3rd and 5.
Under a minute to go. Clock continues to run. 40 seconds to go. Can the Bronx get a stop? Throw again. Incomplete. That'll stop the clock. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Coach is on the sideline for Natrona. Tell that quarterback, just settle down.
And I think the Sheridan coaches are begging for a stop. We got to get one tonight, guys. It's 4th and 5 for the Bronx. And the ball's on the Bronx 26-yard line. 4th and 5 for Natrona. And they will burn their last timeout. And we'll do the same thing. Timeout on the field. Back for the finish right after this.
When it comes to printed, embroidered, or promotional product needs, there's only one choice in and around Sheridan County. That's Kilpatrick Creations on Brundage Street in Sheridan. Our knowledge and experience puts us ahead of all others. Our expertise guarantees you quality and affordable product each and every time. Our pricing is fair and consistent, our garment selection is extensive, and our quality is unmatched. So for your next screen printed, embroidered, or promotional product order, go straight to the experts at Kilpatrick Creations. Remember, we're here to make you look good.
This is Dr. Michelle Meehan, and you're listening to Sheridan Media Sports.
Welcome back, everybody. Well, again, we're in the same spot. We were less than a minute ago. 4th down for the Mustangs. It'll be 4th and 5 in the Sheridan 26. They've converted 3 3rd and longs tonight and a 4th and long. The Bronx those times have not been able to get off the field, and this is for the ball game right here. Bronx hold, ball game over. If not, the clock will continue. Natrona County is out of timeouts, and there are 36 seconds to play.
And a field goal does them no good. They've got to get it in the end zone.
28-22 Bronx, 36 seconds to go. 4th and 5 for the Mustangs at the Sheridan 26. Can the Bronx somehow make a play? Quarterback rolling. Powell to throw. Underneath. Intercepted at the 21-yard line.
Aiden O'Leary with the big
O'Leary.
Deal.
A big tip of the cap and a big clap for O'Leary. Made a diving interception. What a great play. Made the play at the end, and that will finish the Mustangs, and the Bronx will remain undefeated. As we take a look at our replay here, what a great play that he just made. That was a super play.
Yeah, he just kept his eyes on the quarterback and just read it and stepped right in front of that receiver.
Stepped right in front of him and made the catch. Makes Aiden O'Leary again makes the play of the game.
Victory formation.
The best formation you can see your team do is victory formation, and the Bronx will go into victory formation. Your ball game is over, and somehow the Bronx finally, literally on the last play of the game, got to stop.
They did.
But when they had to absolutely had to have it, with the game on the line, they made the play.
They overcame some adversity, some turnovers, kind of uncharacteristic turnovers.
Look at the four best teams in the state, right? As far as record right now. You got East, nail-biter. Thunder, nail-biter. Natrona County, big-time nail-biter.
Central.
All those games for the Bronx. And then, of course, the Central game was nutty. How they came out of nowhere. But, you talk about being tested in the fourth quarter and winning 3 games against East, Thunder, and Natrona in the fourth quarter late.
Absolutely.
And wow.
You guys talked about it earlier that, the Bronx early season schedule was pretty easy, and then they had to run the gauntlet.
Yep.
And so far, so good.
8-0.
Yep.
And this victory guarantees them the home field advantage throughout the upcoming playoff run.
They will be your number 1 seed.
Wow, what an accomplishment. And they've got 1 game to play. Next week we'll be at home against Campbell County, senior night, next week for the Bronx. And that'll be next Friday night. And I think it is I don't know if it's a 7 o'clock or 6 o'clock start. I can't remember. Doesn't matter.
I think it's a 6.
We'll all be there anyway. We'll be there anyway. It's going to be a lot of fun.
I will not be.
You will not be there.
I will be in Lingle, Fort Laramie next Friday night.
Well, you know what? Take your phone with you. Keep it in your back pocket. And you can watch the game.
While I'm
at
officiating?
SheridanMedia.com. You can watch the video feed. How does that sound?
While I'm officiating?
Sure. I mean, that would look bad, wouldn't it?
That would.
That would be bad.
But no, that'll be fun.
It will
Best of luck to the Bronx next week.
Wow.
And they'll be just, they've got the number 1 seed wrapped up. They won't take the Camels lightly, and they'll still continue to go back to work.
This Natrona team's really good. I mean, you talk about a battle.
Absolutely.
Tonight, both teams. Natrona they run the football. My goodness. We got some great games coming up over the next several weeks, some great games. We're going to have some great playoff matchups in the next couple of weeks. And
what a battle of 2 heavyweights tonight.
And it was a slugfest.
Oh, man.
They slugged it out, and the Sheridan Bronx come out on top. Coming up, we will have our post-game show.
Let's hope that Natrona player he's up walking around, the guy that couldn't put.
Maybe an ankle, huh?
I think so.
And, again, we'll have the post-game show to come your way with head coach Jeff Mowry. Then stay tuned for the highlight show. There was a heck of a lot more scoring tonight than I thought there would be. I don't if you said this afternoon someone's going to get 28 and win, yep, one of them will. That would be the max, I thought. I didn't even think maybe either team would get into the 20s, and they both did. But again, if you take a look at what hurt Natrona tonight, it's a mixed extra point, so they're forced to go for 2. So there's 3 points there, then a missed field goal, there's 6 there. So, I mean, it's a game of subtlety sometimes.
It is,
Sometimes we take for granted those extra points and things like that. And the field goal that was missed was not a long field goal, but, I guess you look at it this way. The Bronx executed. They did what they had to do and got it done. And, man, that was monstrous.
That was a battle of 2 heavyweights, and they didn't disappoint.
They did not. It was a great matchup. That's 2 really good football games that we had a chance to broadcast today with Bighorn and Tongue River in the Bronx and Natrona County. What a great Friday it was for sure. We'll get a break. We'll come back. Again, Jeff Mowry coming up in a little bit, so stick around for that and the highlight show on the way.
Mobile banking is a terrific service with numerous features, and Sheridan Community Federal Credit Union has it. With the Sheridan Community Federal Credit Union mobile banking app, use your smartphone for remote deposit, transferring money, paying bills, making loan payments, and more. Take a picture of a check and deposit it into your account. Mobile banking is fantastic at Sheridan Community Federal Credit Union, 141 South Gould, member NCUA, equal housing lender.
Do you have family coming to town and not enough room in your home to accommodate them? Book them a room at the Candlewood Suites in Sheridan. They'll enjoy features like fully equipped kitchen that include a microwave, full-size refrigerator, dishwasher, stovetop, even pots and pans, and free guest laundry. Did I mention the outstanding views of the Bighorns? Book your reservation with the Candlewood Suites and relax knowing they'll feel right at home. Call the Candlewood Suites, 307-675-2100.
You know what they say, if you're not first, you're last. For all your plumbing demands, choose A+ Plumbers and Appliance Repair. Commercial, residential, new construction, remodel jobs, and all repairs in between. A+ Plumbers and Appliance Repair, because they are number 1 in a number 2 business. Call 672-9454. That's 672-9454.
First Federal Bank and Trust formed in Sheridan in 1935 as a financially stable community bank. We strive every day to support and improve the lives of our staff, customers, and communities. Currently, we have some great certificate of deposit specials. We are also assisting you with an increased online savings rate that you can easily open online. First Federal strives to maximize your earnings. We have been your community bank since 1935. First Federal Bank and Trust. Online at efirstfederal.bank. Member FDIC.
And welcome back, everybody. We're going to have Jeff Mowry again joining us here in just a few minutes. Wow, makes the ride home a little bit more fun for everyone after a win like this. And Natrona County, hey, good football team. They're going to be there at the end as well. So
they will. They've got nothing to hang their head about.
Absolutely.
Sheridan is a great football team. Natrona's right there as well.
East is with them. Thunder's right in there.
Yep.
I mean, it's going to be quite a finish over the next month of the season as we have the end of the regular season next Friday, and then we're on to the playoffs. And the Sheridan Bronx remain the last team standing as far as undefeateds. They're 8-0, and it's Campbell County next Friday night.
This is the First Federal Postgame Show. We'll be back to wrap up tonight's game right after this from First Federal.
First Federal Bank and Trust formed in Sheridan in 1935 as a financially stable community bank. We strive every day to support and improve the lives of our staff, customers, and communities. Currently, we have some great certificate of deposit specials. We are also assisting you with an increased online savings rate that you can easily open online. First Federal strives to maximize your earnings. We have been your community bank since 1935. First Federal Bank and Trust. Online at efirstfederal.bank. Member FDIC.
And a big thank you to First Federal Bank and Trust, our post-game show and our pre-game show sponsor, and also big hats off to all of our sponsors. They'd make it happen. We just appreciate you so much. We're able to come and do this, and we have our live video web stream, and you're going to be able to see Coach Mowry when he gets up here. You'll be able to follow along, not only on the radio, but also on the web stream, and as we get ready to visit about this one. But this was an epic one, and there have been a few games like this. This is the third one this season that's been a real dandy. Then, of course, the Cheyenne Central game was beauty at the beginning of the year, too. But, boy, you don't see many times where that's calling on the Sheridan Brown players to do a lot against three really good teams to win games late in the fourth quarter. And we're talking about late. Was it the Thunder game went down to the last play?
It did.
Inside the 10-yard line.
The East game.
The East game came right down to the end, and this one literally came down to a fourth down call with 30 seconds to go.
Yep.
Basically, so hats off to the players and coaches for being able to kind of gut that out. And I see that Coach Mowry's making his way towards our broadcast position, so we will get a timeout. When we come back, we'll talk to the coach. You're listening to Bronx Football on KWY on 106.9.
Find the power you want with the comfort you deserve in an all-new Ram 1500 Heavy Duty or TRX during Ram Truck Power Days. There's a reason U.S. News and World Report named Ram Truck the best truck brand for 2022. Tow it, haul it, or just enjoy the ride. Ram Truck will take you anywhere you want to go. Visit Sheridan Motors' brand new location at 3270 Ranch Drive to see what's in stock and what's coming soon. Get your power on at Sheridan Motors.
Your kids are grown and out of the house, but now your aging parents are needing some help. Does this sound familiar? Hi, this is Mandolin Meyer with Hospital Pharmacy West. Keeping track of medications can be confusing. Dosage, frequency, and what about that new prescription? At Hospital Pharmacy West, we'll answer your questions and help you keep it all straight. Visit your hometown pharmacist at Hospital Pharmacy West.
Hometown Pharmacy, hometown care at Hospital Pharmacy West.
WWC Engineering is a multidisciplinary professional firm specializing in civil, site, environmental, and land development, mining, oil and gas, and so many more services. Winter puts the brakes on many types of construction work. A well-executed project requires detailed planning, which can take months. Get yourself prepared. The winter is a great time to survey your upcoming projects for the spring. WWC Engineering will be there to take on your toughest jobs. Call 672-0761 or visit wwcengineering.com.
Are you looking to expand your operation, purchase a new building, or get that business idea of yours off the ground? Hi, this is John Dick with First Bank of Wyoming. For all those business projects, big and small, we can help. Our decisions are made locally. and we're here for you every step of the way from concept to completion. Let's get started today. Stop by our office at
Hi, this is DJ Dearcorn of First Federal Bank and Trust, and you are listening to Sheridan Media Sports.
Welcome back, everybody, on the postgame show. Head coach Jeff Mowry joining us now. First, what a ball game.
Yeah, that was a tremendous ball game. Really, 4 quarters, and that's what you want to come to see. I mean, I could do without the light shows whenever they score and things like that, but really a fun football game to watch and fun football game to be a part of.
Well, what a way for your kids to gut it out.
Yeah.
Well, they really had, at times they didn't make the plays, but when they had to, they made the plays tonight.
Yeah, we 2 turnovers for each team, a couple of picks for us and a couple fumbles for them, and guys that typically for us don't do that in Dane Steele and Colson Kuhn. I'd put my money on them again. They'll get the ball plenty of times more, and I told them both at the end, you're going to make some mistakes, but what I was really pleased about is the way our defense responded there. They've been running the ball down our throat, and that big offensive line is tough, and our guys really bowed their necks when the time counted. I was really impressed with that.
We were talking before you came up here about playing in the fourth quarter.
Yep.
Boy, these guys have had to play in the fourth quarter. Thunder, East, these guys.
Yeah.
Cheyenne Central.
Yep. Cheyenne Central, even Rock Springs a little bit, and this is a really tough place to play. You heard Coach Dearcorn there on the First Federal little advertisement right there, and he was the defensive coordinator last time we won here in 2016, and I don't think we've ever ran away with a game at this place. It's a tough place to play, and they put a quality product out there, and they're very well coached, and so really pleased to be able to come out with this one with a win.
We talked about their defense earlier in the week. We talked about during the pregame show. Boy, we were able to move the ball.
Yeah.
Big time against these guys.
Yeah, it was. We moved the ball, and we got off the bus, and we got points on the board. And it's really important with a team like that. They run so well that if we get out in front, they got to play catch up. And they probably threw the ball more times. They didn't throw it very much, but they threw the ball more times tonight than they'd like to. And so that point lead was really critical. And they're trying to play catch up. And then they're deciding down here: do we kick the field goal or do we go for the touchdown? And you're looking at the 2-point chart. And so a lot of factors come in when you're playing from the lead. It's a nice place to be. And even when it got to 19-21, I was able to look at our guys and say, hey, we're in the driver's seat here, fellas. We're up 2. They missed the PAT, which came back to be critical. And Coach McEwen said that early in the week. If we are able to either block or force a missed PAT, that will be critical in this game. And it really turned out to be.
Look, the bread and butter's running the ball. Passing game there was a big catch and throw.
Yep.
There were some good, nice catches tonight.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I thought Cale threw the ball well.
He did. Every week we put goals on the board, what we have to do, and we go through it as a team, and we talk about what would we have to do to win this football game and continue to get better. And one of the things was be efficient in the pass game. Nobody said we had to sling it for 400 yards. We've got to be efficient in the pass game. And wow, what a catch down here by Dane Steele and throw by Cale, and a touchdown down here in the fourth quarter came up big. And so efficient in the pass game is what we were, and that's what we've got to continue to be.
I love the beautiful part about sports like this. You get to enjoy this victory.
Yeah.
Because this, like you said, this is a tough place for anybody to play.
It is.
And now you got to go say, you know what? Tomorrow, and then Sunday when the coaches all get together, this one's gone.
Yep.
It's done. Got to get ready for the next one.
Yep, you're exactly right. And our motto continues to be fitting for this, Kaizen, just continuous improvement. Keep your feet on the ground, be humble, and when you're at the top of your game, you got to change your game. And we talked about that in our last huddle as men. Congratulations, you're 1 seed. You've earned that right, but now we've got to go get better. We've got to change up enough because we've played enough fourth quarter games that we're not going to win every single one of those. And so let's go get after it and let's go get better. And we're going to see these teams again, and our bodies are going to remember it for a couple of days, that's for sure.
This was a slugfest tonight, wasn't it?
It was
good
a
old-fashioned high school slugfest tonight.
Yep.
Jeff, congratulations. Well done.
Thanks, Trevor. Good to have you back, buddy. Good to have you back.
After 4 weeks, I wasn't sure I could find the place, but I did.
Yeah, and
it was awesome.
You're upright. That's the best part.
That's the best part. Had a great time.
Thanks, Trevor.
Good to see you. You bet. Jeff Mowry, the head coach of the Sheridan Bronx. Coming up next, we've got the highlight show to come your way, so stick around for that as we get rolling. Highlights are coming up next.
Find the power you want with the comfort you deserve in an all-new Ram 1500 Heavy Duty or TRX during Ram Truck Power Days. There's a reason U.S. News and World Report named Ram Truck the best truck brand for 2022. Tow it, haul it, or just enjoy the ride. Ram Truck will take you anywhere you want to go. Visit Sheridan Motors' brand new location at 3270 Ranch Drive to see what's in stock and what's coming soon. Get your power on at Sheridan Motors.
It's time for the Blowdorn Lumber Highlight Show. Stay tuned for all the action from tonight's game right after this from Blowdorn Lumber. It doesn't matter the weather. It's always grilling season with the Traeger grill. You can grill, smoke, baste, roast, braise, and barbecue, and with temperature controls. No more burned food. Check out the Traeger grills at Blowdorn Lumber in Sheridan. And while you're there, pick up a cookbook and some rubs and sauces, too. Find your new Traeger grill at Blowdorn Lumber, serving Sheridan since 1957.
Your kids are grown and out of the house, but now your aging parents are needing some help. Does this sound familiar? Hi, this is Mandolin Meyer with Hospital Pharmacy West. Keeping track of medications can be confusing. Dosage, frequency, and what about that new prescription? At Hospital Pharmacy West, we'll answer your questions and help you keep it all straight. Visit your hometown pharmacist at Hospital Pharmacy West.
Hometown pharmacy, hometown care at Hospital Pharmacy West.
WWC Engineering is a multidisciplinary professional firm specializing in civil, site, environmental, and land development, mining, oil and gas, and so many more services. Winter puts the brakes on many types of construction work. A well-executed project requires detailed planning, which can take months. Get yourself prepared. The winter is a great time to survey your upcoming projects for the spring. WWC Engineering will be there to take on your toughest jobs. Call 672-0761 or visit wwcengineering.com.
Are you looking to expand your operation, purchase a new building, or get that business idea of yours off the ground? Hi, this is John Dick with First Bank of Wyoming. For all those business projects, big and small, we can help. Our decisions are made locally, and we're here for you every step of the way from concept to completion. Let's get started today. Stop by our office at 1470 Sugarland Drive, Suite 2, or give us a call at 672-1733. First Bank of Wyoming, division of Glacier Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
This is Doris.
Welcome back, everybody. We're going to hit the right button there, buddy. And again, welcome back to the Blowdorn Lumber Highlight Show. We're going to get things started off with 9 minutes, 16 seconds left in the first quarter. It was Dane Steele kept going 11 yards for the first touchdown of the ball game. The point after was good, and the Bronx led 7-0. First and 10 Bronx at the 11-yard line of Natrona County. Again, it started with a short kickoff, and the Bronx on the move. See if they can finish the drive. And the ball's going to go to Steele, running around the left side. He's got to make a man miss. He does. Touchdown, Bronx. Dane Steele will score it. And that was your first score. Natrona County, though, would come back with an impressive 80-yard drive in 8 minutes. Wycombe had a 4-yard touchdown run. They missed the point after 7-6 at that point. Well, the Bronx came right back 30 seconds later, and it was Colson Kuhn, 48 yards, point after good, with 36 seconds to go in the first quarter, 14-6 Bronx. You don't see Colson throw it all that much. First and 10 Bronx at the 48-yard line of Natrona County. And Colson gets the snap, and he's going to go left. And he breaks in the middle of the field. He's at the 30. Now he's at the 25. And he's got a chance to go. Touchdown, Colson Kuhn. 48 yards. How about that?
Wow.
So it's 14-6 at that point. The Bronx then would score the final touchdown of the first half with 8:05 to go in the half. It was Kuhn again. This one from 10 yards. And the Bronx led 21-6. Need the 9, do they? Well, they got to be pretty close. It's 4th and a yard. So 4th and a yard, and now the Bronx will do a big shift and set. Overload. Kuhn will have the first down and more. It's a touchdown for the Sheridan Bronx. Colson Kuhn from 10. And that would be your halftime score, 21-6. And then Natrona County would start the charge back. And this is when this game really got interesting. Was 7:55 left in the third quarter. Wyatt Powell scored from 12 yards out. They had to go for 2 since they missed the extra point. That was no good. So at that point, it's 21-12. Then again, late third quarter, Powell scored on a 1-yard touchdown run, and the point after was good, and it was a 21-19 ball game at that point with 2 minutes to play in the third quarter. Then, with 11:54 to go in the fourth quarter, Gilbertson hit Steele on it was a touchdown pass, short touchdown pass. The Bronx went up 28-19. And again, the need to make it happen on this drive because they put themselves in the spot now. Gilbertson to throw. Got a man open. God, touchdown! That was a great play. And that was Dane Steele again catching that short touchdown pass. 28-19 at that point. And then Natrona County driving again, settled for a 20-yard field goal. And they got that with just under 4 minutes to go. And it was 28-22 at that point. And then Natrona County came roaring back, Ryan. And then the Bronx were able to finally get him stopped on that fourth down to finally seal the game with under a minute to go.
They did. O'Leary just, like I said, he read that pass play, was playing. He had great coverage on that guy, and at the last second he broke on it and, corralled it, scooped it, and Bronx win.
And it's a winner. Again, Bronx at home next Friday against Campbell County. And again, thank you, my friend, for being on the air with us tonight. Good job.
Well, thanks for letting me fill in for Shane.
It was awesome. Very good. Shane, you got some company.
He's
got some competition.
He's busy doing the gala.
He's at the Weill Theater for the gala this weekend, but again, get your tickets to go see that. Steven Schreffler, who is our video producer, producing video broadcast, our web stream tonight. A big thank you to them. Thanks to all of our sponsors, and thank you for listening, and thank you for watching. For SheridanMedia.com Sports, I'm Trevor Jackson.
Classic country from the First Northern Bank